Hello there, 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 hello there. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the Agostino Zinga show. Welcome back to the random show. Welcome back to the random show. Whoopsie, whoopsie, got the wrong channel in my head there. Whoopsie, welcome back to the random show. 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 Welcome back. Day number 18. We're on day number 18. We're on day number 18. Day number 18, people. Day number 18. Day number 18. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's going on, people? What's crack-a-lacking? Day number 18. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, hanging out with me. I appreciate every single one of you. What you guys saying? What you guys saying? What you guys saying? Day number 19. Day number 19, episode number 483 of the Random Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. As I mentioned previously on previous streams, all week, all this week will be members only. All this week will be members only. I may make a slight exception for tomorrow. I may make a slight exception for tomorrow in the morning. I might make a slight exception, but for now, all streams for this week will be members only. So big up everybody in the stream chat. Big up everybody tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you for hanging out with me. We are hurtling towards a magical 31 days. We are hurtling towards a magical 31 days, and we will get there. We will fucking get there. Will you join me? Will you be here with me? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Big up everybody in the stream chat. Big up Abe Martinez, I see. Big up Addy Z. Big up Black American. Big up Mrs. Studio Girl. Big up Joe Smith. Big up everybody in the stream chat. I appreciate every single one of you. As I mentioned, this week's streams will be members only. So if you want to chat if you want to take part in the chat, make sure you get yourself a membership via the little dollar icon in the chat box, or clicking the link in the description. Dollar icon in the chat box, or click the description. Easy peasy, easy peasy. The majority of today's show will be what Tfatk watch along. I do have to apologize in advance. I didn't get time to clip it. I didn't clip it. Not that I didn't get time. I had plenty of time, but I didn't clip it. So we're going to watch the majority of it from the beginning. And then obviously tomorrow I'll have some time to clip some stuff. And then obviously we'll react to that during the day stream tomorrow. But today we're going to do a bit more of a Tfatk watch along. So sit back, relax, and we're going to get into the show. We'll do some preamble, but we're going to get into the majority of the show later on. So let's fucking go. First thing I want to talk about off the bat is this weird situation currently going on the Joe Budden podcast with one of the hosts on there called Melissa Ford. Melissa Ford has been, or co-host on there, she's been off the pod. I'm gonna say for about a month, I think, maybe just under a month. She's been off the pod, and people have been wondering where she's been. Even though a lot of people kind of have a love-hate relationship with her, she's still a good addition to the show. She's one of the only women on there. Helps to kind of break up the mood. She has a very particular way of looking at things. She has no accountability that she has as a shtick. She lies quite a bit, which I also enjoy. But she's a good addition to the show. She kind of gels well with the guys in different ways. So she's been missed. For better or worse, she's been missed. And no one on the show is really being forward with why she has been missing for so long. They're really acting very, they're kind of keeping their cards close to their chest, which is understandable, right? They don't owe anybody an explanation. But I also get the feeling, or this is not a feeling, this is the truth, honestly, that the Joe Budden podcast enjoys the ambiguity, they enjoy the drama. So they're kind of playing into this intrigue, this mystery around Melissa Ford. The fans are wondering, there's tons of spaces over it, the channel's talking about it, big up Danny for the stop and stuff. Everybody's kind of conversating and talking from, all the different subreddits. There's like 3 of them now, I think. Joe Budden podcast, the Joe Budden podcast, and the Joe Budden network. They're all talking about it, right? Everybody's talking about where is Melissa Ford, speculating. And instead of them just ignoring what's going on, right, they're kind of playing into it. You know, Joe Biden and co are kind of playing into this "where is Mr. Ford" thing. And what's basically happening now is that she decided to go on social and kind of like, you know, break her silence and shit, and posted this picture, which looks like she's in the hospital with no caption or nothing. Now she doesn't owe anybody an explanation, but it just feels like attention seeking. And this woman's like, I don't know, early 50s, maybe late 40s or something. This is a grown ass woman posting a picture of you in hospital and not giving anybody any context. Me personally, I think people who do this kind of stuff are very attention seeking. If you're the kind of person that posts a picture of yourself in the hospital with no context, knowing that your followers or people who kind of like you are going to be intrigued and going to wonder if you're okay, then you're definitely attention seeking. Either you don't post it or you let people know what's going on. But this middle thing where you just post a fucking wristband or whatever, you try and make it look like you're in the hospital, is, in my opinion, textbook attention seeking. Now, this could also be a play. This could also be a play because we know Joe Biden podcast. One of the main reasons why I stopped listening to it in full was because of the COE thing, right? The content over everything. I detest that. I detest the whole, like, you know, recently Back on Fig did it with Smack and T-Rail. They had this whole play, this whole narrative that they were spinning about T-Rail and Smack falling out and then fighting, Smack threatening to sue T-Rail, like all this nonsense, and obviously proved that to be fake. And then when Smack came back to the show, they had this like fake fight. Like, I fucking hate it. I hate that podcast, especially in the urban space, have kind of adopted this reality TV aspect to it. I don't think any other podcast does, honestly. I think it's specifically an urban space sort of thing. Urban, hip hop, whatever space podcasts have this thing where they enjoy running play, like, I don't know, sketches, skits, whatever they're doing. It's fucking annoying. And it's even worse when they're like older people. Maybe it's somewhat understandable when they're like streamers and shit. But when these are older, grown-ass people with kids and families and they're trying to do these fake narratives, fake storylines to engage, it's like, brother, no one comes to that show. No one listens or watches no one watches or listens to the Joe Biden podcast because of these drama bits. They watch it for the most part for the co-host opinions on certain cultural topics, news topics, maybe some relationship, sex topics, but they don't really come for the interpersonal drama. I don't think so. I think the specialty of the show, especially even back when Rory and Moore were on there, was that these guys have very unique and different perspectives, sometimes very crazy hot takes on stuff that you see in the news. So it's quite funny, interesting for you to kind of compare and contrast what you said about a certain topic with what they say, or just kind of learn more about what they're thinking, how their mind works, blah, blah, blah. But I don't really think people are watching the Joe Biden podcast for the drama or the interpersonal drama between the hosts. I don't think that's a thing, me personally. I could be wrong, but I don't think people go for it for that reason alone. But even if they do, it's just a shitty way to do content, in my personal opinion. Like creating like reality TV show storylines and stuff, and I don't know. I fucking hate it, and I'm glad I don't listen to the show in full anymore. But still, this is kind of taking over my timeline and my feed. And I'm seeing people talk about stuff. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. So Melissa Ford has kind of given us an update, broken the silence, and I'm assuming most likely she'll return back to the pod soon. I don't think she's posting this for no reason. I think, you know, if you went quiet for 3 weeks, you're not going to now suddenly be speaking because you're still in the hospital. She's definitely only posting this now because I'm assuming whatever was wrong with her is passing. She's probably getting better and maybe she'll be back soon. But if this is a play and this is a fucking narrative run, like, you know, ridiculous, nonsense, annoying, and kind of justifies why I stopped listening. But I guess if you like that kind of stuff, you know, who am I to judge? We all have our bits of entertainment, but I find the whole fake storyline thing super, 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 super annoying and horrendous. But what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? Next, we have to talk a little bit about the Dame Dash Charlemagne the God interview. I'm not going to play the whole interview because Breakfast Club are really annoying with clips. I'm pretty sure if I play this clip, they're going to block it. So I'm not even going to play this clip. They'll probably block my fucking stream. Breakfast Club, Vlad. Because if you ever wonder, why do people react to Vlad and shit? People don't react to Vlad and Breakfast Club for the most part because they block videos. I'm all alright with them copyright striking and taking all the ad revenue because there's hardly going to be any. But let the people see the video, you know? I don't really care about copyright strikes in terms of restriction and, you know, taking the ad revenue because it's their content. It's all good. But at least let people see the video, but they don't. So they're going to block it, so I can't show it to you. But I do recommend, I give you the strongest endorsement that I could ever give you to find some time in your day to watch even the first 20 minutes of this interview with Dame Dash and the Breakfast Club. He comes back for round 2, or well, no, not round 2, but he comes back again after a long hiatus, after a lot of stuff has happened to him in terms of bankruptcy, his teeth falling out, eyes getting fucking fucked up and shit, beef with Cameron, all this sort of shit, right? So he's got a lot of stuff going on. So I recommend you check it out because it's such an interesting interview, such a funny interview. Him and Charlamagne the God have a really good sparring match because I think Dame Dash came into the interview already hot and not really feeling fucking Charlamagne. Even Envy gets in a couple of his little licks in there. And what I kind of took away from this interview, right, was obviously, you know, Dame Dash is always going to Dame Dash. No matter how damn bad he is, one thing I like about him is that he's always going to stunt. He's always going to be arrogant. He's always going to boast. He's always going to brag. Like, you know, he got declared bankrupt. I'm sure he did it for a finesse, right? It's part of the business finesse. But he still declared bankruptcy, you know? And now, obviously, he's talking about family trust. That's his new word. I feel like when he was on there before, what was his word he was talking about? I don't know what there was a word, but he seems to have a word on new things. Maybe it was torturous interference. Maybe that was the era. Maybe it was the era of like torturous interference, right? So now he learned a new word about, you know, family trust and stuff, and he's spreading that, which is quite cool. I'm sure a lot of black people have kind of learned about what a family trust is and how you can kind of use it to your advantage. But one thing I kind of took away from this interview was that the older you get, the more you start to realize that neither Charlamagne obviously is not one to listen to when it comes to advice for your career, whatever it may be, and he's just a little bit of a lemon and a dork and a corny dude anyway. But Dame Dash also isn't this like business maverick maven entrepreneur guy either. He's a little bit whatless too. That's something you realize. You realize quite quickly, like, oh shit, they're both talking out their asses. Although Charlamagne's, you know, talking way more confidently out of his ass, which is kind of annoying Dame Dash in the interview, you quickly realize that both of these guys you probably shouldn't be getting behind or looking at as your hero or as your North Star. But in terms of pure entertainment, it's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. You got one guy in Dame Dash who thinks he's better than everybody because he doesn't work a regular 9 to 5, and then you've got Charlamagne on the other side who thinks he's better than Dame Dash because he's not in debt and he works 9 to 5. So that clash of perspectives is so fucking funny. It's so good. I recommend you check it out. It's a really good episode. I won't play this clip because, like I said, they're going to copyright strike me, but I recommend you check out my Twitter for that clip especially. It's a really funny clip. It's a really, really, really funny clip. Next, let's quickly play a video courtesy of Doody regarding DSP. Then we'll jump into Tfatk case stuff. The title of the video is, oh my God, DSP full 2020 car crash over low support. In case you're wondering, what does the 2020 refer to, or the 220? When DSP was going through, I forgot what he was going through. He was going through something where the police were called to his house, and he kind of, you know, told them what was going on with his trolling online. And I guess the police officer who was investigating whatever happened to DSP referred to DSP as a 220, and allegedly in police talk, a 220 is a person who's like overly paranoid and a bit annoying and weird. That's how they refer. So you file a complaint and they kind of internally mark you down as a 220. So people have kind of been running with this meme continually because obviously some former or current police officer actually revealed that to another police officer on stream. Anyway, long story less long, let's hear DSP complain about begging.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money. Really need that.
I want to play a clip. You know what? I'm just going to go use the bathroom quickly. I'm going to come back, turn off the lighting, and we're going to start with Sweet Code N2. So now, just like I said, attendance will now dwindle. We're going to go down to like 150 or less on YouTube. I bet we'll go down to like 50 on Kick, even though we had 120. Watch. But guys, I mean it now. So
I like how he gets angry in advance that when he leaves, the views are going to go down. If that's the case, just stay in it. If that's the case, train your bladder not to need to go to piss so often when you're streaming. I don't know, piss before. Limit the amount of fucking water or whatever you're hydrating yourself with you drink. It really isn't that difficult. But it's fucking funny. He gets pre-angry, you know? He kind of prefaces his anger already before it happens. I fucking love it. Big up G-Ron Roger.
Powerful bunch.
Big up G-Ron Roger. Big up G-Ron Roger. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member. Make sure, people, if you know, we got a 500 member target for the end of the 31 days. So if you want to become a member, link in the description.
support this goddamn stream right now. I mean it. I don't want...
And by the way, he's not joking, by the way. He's not joking. He's definitely not joking. He's definitely not. In case you're wondering, he's definitely not joking when he says this. The entitlement is fucking disgusting from this guy.
Now, support this goddamn stream right now. I mean it. I don't want this game, which I love.
The dented entitlement is fucking crazy.
And I want to share with you. I want to share my passion for gaming with you. I want you to support this stream to show that every one of you that says, just play what you love, you should be here right now supporting Sweet Code N2.
But you're not entitled to that, though. I don't know how his brain works. He thinks because he plays a game, that entitles him to people sending him money. Like, that's not how it works. People give you the money or send you the money if they feel like it, but you're not entitled to it. He somehow feels like because he turns on his stream, then he's owed money automatically. His brain is so broken. He's such an unapologetic. There's nothing worse than an unapologetic beggar, right? It's like a person who's like asking for money outside. You try and offer them some food, and they sort of like spit in your face, or they turn their back to you. It's like, brother, you're out here begging anyway. How are you gonna be a choosy beggar? There's nothing worse than a fucking choosy beggar. But somehow this guy's been surviving being a choosy beggar. Not surviving. He's been, I won't say, I guess life-wise he's not thriving, but financially he has. I don't think there's a year that he hasn't made 100 grand a year doing this type of technique. It's absolutely amazing how his fans are willing to take this level of abuse, this level of gaslighting, this level of, you know, dare I say, bullying to get money out of their fucking Velcro wallets. It's actually, in a weird way, it's kind of impressive how much of an absolute cunt he is, unapologetically across the board, but his fans don't seem to care, you know? Or, I don't know, he's Wales, most importantly. It's like, Jesus Christ, this guy's a piece of shit. Why are you even listening to him?
Because if you say that's the best course of action, then you should support what you think is the best course of action. And that's the problem. People talk, but they don't act. So
they can talk and not act as much as they want. You're not entitled to their acting. They can act and they can talk and act as much as they want. You are not entitled to anything from these people. Zero. Even a view you're not entitled to. This motherfucker, man.
They say, just play whatever you want, you'll be successful. Well, I'm doing that literally right now.
I don't think anyone actually says that. I don't think anyone says you should play what you want to be successful. I think when people tell him to play what he wants, I think they tell him more so in terms of like enjoying it. Because he doesn't seem like he enjoys what he does. He basically streams to beg for money. I don't think he actually streams, in my opinion anyway, he probably will disagree, but I don't think he streams because he loves playing video games, for instance. I think he streams primarily just to beg for money to kind of, you know, fulfill his fucking addiction to mobile gaming. And that's basically it. And it comes through, which is why his fans are like, you know what? If you're gonna stream anyway, you might as well play what you want. Instead of kind of to play what the fans want and then you get pissed off when you don't get the money. If you're gonna stream anyway, just play what you want. But in this guy's brain, his broken brain, he can't do that either. Let's just play what he kind of knows is going to get him money to guarantee that he gets his pause at the end of the day.
I'm about to play Sweet Code N2, which I want to play. Now support Sweet Code N2.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, brother. It doesn't work like that.
Get it? You need to put your money where your mouth is. You need to support these things, or else I can't do that.
It's actually incredible that he's still on YouTube, you know. You'd think this sort of stuff would be breaking TOS, you know, just straight up sitting there begging, demanding, manipulating, you know, gaslighting people to give you money. Like, fucking hell, what a cunt.
I want to play more games that I like, but I need people to actually show up for them so that I can play them.
Why not be more entertaining? Why not be better at games? Why not be such a fucking piece of shit? Maybe that might help, you know? Maybe that might help your chances of getting the quote-unquote support that you need or want.
So do it right now. Let's go. Let's get a super chat. Let's get a sub. Let's get a membership. Let's get a tip.
He's trying to act like PPP on from Kino Casino. That's why, as much as I love the Kino Casino guys and I watch a lot of their clips, I don't get time to watch their streams anymore. But I do watch a lot of their clips. I big up their clip channel. It's really fucking good. I recommend you check out Kino Casino. They're on Kick as well. No, they stream primarily on Kick and got clips up on YouTube. As much as I love those guys, I will never forgive them for giving fucking DSP this batter in his back to do this begging thing. Before he was kind of coy about it, he'd slip it in there, slip it in here. But ever since he met those Kino guys, even though they're not friends anymore, the way that he begs has been ramped up so high, so fucking high. I don't know how his clippers even, you know, tolerate the content. It's unbearable. He's such an obnoxious piece of shit already. But add on top of that, this kind of like fake, kind of like drill sergeant, way of like doing the begging thing to act like he's not being serious, and it's like, oh, I hate it so much. And this directly came from his dalliance or his dabble, and for lack of a better term, within the fucking Kino Casino world. And now he's come back with this persona. It's like, yeah, give me the tips. Come on, what are you doing? Open that wallet. It's like, ugh, yuck.
Let's get some kicks.
Yuck.
Corpse Fire says the game's very boring, though. Well, then shut the fuck up. I don't care. You say I should play what I like. I like this game. I don't find it boring, so I'm going to play it. And you're going to support it. Or else shut up about playing what I like.
Honestly. Has there ever been a face? Has there ever been a person who has a face that just needs to get smushed, Who's dying for a fucking smushing? It's pretty insane. Again, forget people like myself, right, who are never going to be a fan of somebody. But I think it's one of the best things on the internet when it comes to DSP is that nobody lets up on his begging. Everyone always points it out. And I know it irks him because he just wants to be left alone to beg in peace, for lack of a better term. But I love how across the board, nobody lets him fucking off the hook when it comes to the begging. Everyone always reminds him. Everyone always reminds how much of a filthy crack addict like a beggar that he is. But it is kind of wild to see it in like motion, to see his entitlement, like, because he's really rattled. He's kind of angry, and for lack of, to borrow a Kino term, he's kind of seething here. He's not acting. This is not a fucking skit a bit. He's not that good of an actor. He's as good as an actor as he is a fucking singer, and he's a shit singer. So he's not that good of an actor at all. But he is really pissed off that he doesn't have the money that he fucking wants. Really fucking pissed off. You can tell, and he's gonna let you know that, you better step up. You better open that fucking wallet.
I'm tired of hearing the bullshit. See,
like, I love the fake laugh, by the way. I love the fake laugh to break the tension, break the awkwardness, act like you're not joking when you watch, act like you're joking when you're not joking.
You don't like it when I speak facts. When I speak rational fact, you don't like that. Well, everyone says just play what you want and you'll be successful. Okay, I'm about to. Run for the hills, everyone. He's playing Suikoden. Oh! Then shut up.
But then what he doesn't like is when you push back against his rational facts, quote unquote. He just wants a one-way channel of talking. I think if he could get away with just accepting tips with their messages, he would. He doesn't like that people can just even talk in his chat, I don't think. He doesn't like that. You have to be only speaking, you have to only repeat what he says, or fucking glazing. If you say anything that kind of, feels like it goes against him, feels like it's trying to, because he has a thing about being contradicted. He's been very sensitive about being contradicted, which is just basically somebody, having their own opinion and pushing back. He doesn't like that whatsoever. So it's funny that he talks about rational facts, but it's like, are they rational though? Are they rational?
Then don't say that. But people keep saying it. And I keep saying that's not reality. That if I just played what I wanted all the time, I wouldn't be successful. And then be, oh no, that's just because it's your attitude, it's this, that. No, you want to know what it is? It's the fucking troll pieces of shit who scare people away who like this content.
I love it. I love it. I love it. His views are low. He's not getting the money that he wants. And the first person he blames, views are low. Money's not where he wants it to be. It's the trolls. So it's the trolls' fault that you're not getting tipped as much as you need. Why can't it be your fault? Why can't it be your fault that you're not giving your fans a reason to tip in the first place? Why can't it be your fault that you're not interesting or pulling in people that might just be popping by to check you out? Because I'm sure if somebody stumbled across his stream and heard him spurging out like this, flipping out like this, crashing out like this over a couple of dollars, which is weird because most likely he probably met his goal the other day. This is the thing with DSP that's fucking hilarious. He'll get his goal, yesterday. Like for instance, he streams twice a day. His goals on each stream are 150, so he basically wants $300 every day whenever he streams, right? 6 days a week. Fucking insane, but sometimes he gets it done. So, whatever. But the thing that's funny about DSP is that he'll hit his goal the previous day. He'll get $300 in total for the day. He might even exceed one stream and get $300 on one stream, 170 on another stream, so far exceeding his overall goal. But then as soon as the next day comes, it's almost like he memory wipes, he retcons, he does that Men in Black thing, and whatever money was made yesterday doesn't count. Now all of a sudden, it's a new, okay, now we need this. It's like, god damn, bro. Like he legit thinks his fans have like endless pockets, like endless fucking pockets. They don't have a, you know what I mean? There's always money coming out of them, which it feels like there is because it seems like he never really takes a big dip in his fucking income and shit. But well, I think he's taken some since Aquino did. But you know, overall, it's pretty insane the level of entitlement he has, mate. Absolutely crazy levels of greed.
Because there's a ton of people who like this, but they
Actually, I want to see a chat a little bit. By the way, look at that hairline. Look at that hairline. Like, what the fuck is that? They're just all that hair missing, just there, missing. What the fuck is that hairline? God Almighty. God, and he legitimately, no offense or anything, but he looks like a PDF wearing that t-shirt. That t-shirt, that shirt matched up with that black t-shirt underneath. That's strong PDF wear. It looks like he's driving a white van somewhere next to schools. That for sure looks like it. But what do I know?
they won't show up to my streams because they're of the impression if they show up, they're going to be harassed, which probably isn't far from the truth. Let's say someone really likes this game and just happens upon my stream.
Someone said in the stream chat, Jesus got crucified for stating facts. I love it.
Oh, I want to send Phil $10. Now they get harassed for it. So why would they want to come support my stream?
Mate, but then why do all your fans get harassed, DSP? Could it be because you yourself are very toxic, thus rubbing off on your fans? Can't you ever find a solution where you are less toxic, then getting your fans less harassment?
I've never experienced that before on anyone else's stream. You're right. I'm the lucky one, right? Who gets this vortex of mentally deficient fucking weirdos.
So all these trolls and haters are mentally deficient, but his fans are not. Bro, we've seen what your fans look like. No offense, but we've all been on Kiwi Farms. We've seen what your fans look like. Let's not start, let's not start throwing arrows of mental indeficiencies or deficiencies in general. Let's not start doing that. Let's not start flinging fucking mud. Let's not start name calling, because we've seen what your fans look like.
Who won't leave my viewers alone. It's ass. It's not fair. I should be able to play what I like and have a positive audience. I'm not allowed to because of these shitbags.
You don't play what you like because you want money. That's the truth of it. You don't play what you like because you want money. You only play games that make money. You don't play what you like because also you're not interested in games anymore. You're not that passionate about games like he once was when he probably first got into YouTube or streaming in the first place. It's now just a regular job to him. It's now just an opportunity just to kind of scam the dent out of money for him to spend on gin, takeaway food to make his wife fatter and himself skinnier for some reason, which is fucking bizarre in itself. And obviously to fucking dump on WWE champions.
Okay? You want me to speak matter-of-factly? That's the truth. It's these shitbags who fucking ruin everything. I can't have a positive audience. How could I? In fact,
you could try to cultivate a positive audience by being a positive dude, You could try changing your behavior so that your fans reflect your change of behavior. So maybe you attract different people to your streams. You could try that, working on yourself. But no, let's blame the trolls and the haters for everything, and there's nothing else that could be done. Let's just throw my hands up in the air and start begging.
in fact, think of it this way. When you come to my stream and you make fun of me, well, now you're protected. Now you know that the shitbags won't come after you.
I love how he acts like people are only making fun of him so they don't get trolled by the trolls or harassed by the trolls. Like, come on, people make fun of you because you're a very easy to make fun of person. Just look at his head. Look at the way he's sitting. Look at that fucking look. Look at that fucking look that he's got on his face that he kind of knows best. That Trump look. Like, just look at his face. This is a person that's very easy not to like. Just off the look of his face, the shape of his fucking head. Just look at his face. Look at the obstinacy of his face. Just look at him. The soulless eyes, the fucking weird hairline, the fucking light bulb head shape, the patchy beard, the pale see-through A4 paper skin, the fucking black shirt peeking again, just like small details, but the black shirt most likely peeking just over the sleeved hem of his fucking button-up shirt that you put over it. You probably shouldn't wear a black shirt with a shirt like that. You probably should wear a white one or a blue one or something. But DSP's a redact. Jesus Christ, bro.
So I want you to think about that. How fucked up that is. And when people come and say, cultivate an audience, I can't. You can't.
You don't try though, is it? You can, but you don't try. But also, there's no point in trying because you're so toxic. You know, he's built up a reputation and the name and the legacy of being the most toxic person ever to exist when it comes to streaming, in terms of begging and shit and just being a complete asshole. That's why there's so many people making documentaries about him, so many people that fucking hate him, so many people that are fucking rooting for his failure because he's an unapologetic, irredeemable piece of shit. So even if he did try, I don't think it would work because no one would really believe him, you know, because he's got so much history, legacy of being a complete piece of shit. But what do I know?
Can't cultivate an audience when you have toxic shit. That's like saying, just make a nice greenhouse, cultivate the plants. So you start growing plants, but someone is putting poison gas into your greenhouse and you have no ability to stop it.
That's a horrible analogy because you can stop it. Why couldn't you stop it? Somebody did poisonous gas into your fucking greenhouse. You could stop it and you could plant new trees. You could plant new plants. You know, you could start again from the beginning. But he doesn't want to start again. He doesn't want to try to cultivate a new audience and really go back to the grassroots of entertaining your fan base, not involving yourself in drama, trying to provide, you know, somewhat distractions for people's everyday life and not kind of trauma dumping or pain dumping or misery dumping, broke dumping all your fucking problems with your fans and guilt tripping them into supporting you. You could do that. But that all requires effort and work. And obviously he doesn't want to do any of that. So, you know, it is what it is.
There's no way to ventilate the greenhouse. So everything you're growing, you're doing right, and it dies anyway.
You're the greenhouse, mate.
So instead of yelling at me and saying I'm doing everything wrong,
and again, I like how he interprets feedback. In DSP's head, if you tell him something, if you disagree with something, if you point out something to him that is in contrast to what he said, he frames it as yelling. Like you, and again, think about it. There's no one else on the stream. There's no one on the voice chat. No one. He's just looking at the chat and he's saying, why is everyone yelling at me? They're not yelling. No one's using all caps. No one's going too crazy. They're just typing in the text in the chat what they're typing. Let me see what they're saying here. Years ago, I came in and was genuinely excited to watch you. I made a tiny comment and you banned me, calling me exactly. Do you have any agency in your life, Phil? Or do the trolls run everything in your life? Exactly. Or is it like when you own a sandwich shop? Exactly. Where does WWE chances fit into this analogy? Yeah, exactly. I'm glad somebody is saying it. I'm glad somebody is saying it. You can. You feed into the trolls, man. It's like the blood in the water for a shark. Your behavior. It's what they clip. Exactly. He could easily stop replying to the trolls, but he loves it too. He loves the attention. He loves the attention regardless. He complains, but he loves the attention secretly.
How about this? How about you stop being part of the poison and you start being part of the positivity? How about you stop watching the fucking restreamer?
Why don't you start by doing it then? You start. Big up Chris Mack, brother. Big up Chris Mack. Why don't you start the precedent? Why don't you start being a positive streamer? Why don't you start putting your good foot forward and hoping your fans can follow and kind of, you know, react to that, following your footsteps? Why don't you do that? Why don't you give that a try, my friend? I know why. Because you don't have it in you. Because you're a horrible person.
The piece of shit who steals the content to try to be like I'm the devil when you know I'm not.
And the stealing content thing is not. What's that about? Is that people reacting to your content? It's not really stealing, though, isn't it? It's transformative. Stealing my content. He's such a drama queen. Such a big baby.
You know I'm not the worst person on the fucking planet.
I'm not the worst person, so leave me alone. But you're still a bad person. No one said you're the worst, but you're still a bad person. You're still worse to some degree. So you deserve everything. Every bit of hate Wings and this guy and fucking Boogie get is well deserved. Well deserved for the amount of shit they've put out into the universe. For their stinky fucking attitude. And again, it could all be changed if they just kind of stop being cunts, isn't it? But they can't help it. That's why they're all locals.
With all the shit that's happened in the last several years of content creation, you know I'm far from it. I may be your favorite guy to make fun of, but I'm certainly not the worst content creator. You know that. So instead of that...
No one thinks you're the worst. No, he is the worst. He is one of the worst content creators. Let's be honest. The content's pretty fucking shit that comes out of DSP anyway on his side. In terms of the thumbnails, the titles, the quality, the fucking commentary, the gameplay, everything he makes is fucking it's beyond slop. It's beyond slop. It's like toxic waste. The amount of content he puts out there that's just, you know, like just serves no purpose. No, like nobody fucking cares about except for himself. Or just the quality as well, just lacking. It's just insane how bad the shit is.
Yeah, instead of saying the awful thing like, it's your fault because you're not cultivating the audience. It's your fault because you're not playing what.
But it's true. Why don't you take some accountability and responsibility for the situation you're in? Let's say all the trolls are also blowing things out of proportion and making things bad. Okay, but what can you change? You can't change how the trolls act. You can't change how the trolls react. You're not going to change it. It's been fucking essentially, everyone's hated him on the internet since the day he came on the internet. He's always been disliked anyway. He's always been a fucking person that people found very irredeemable and reprehensible. So it is what it is. But what you can change is your own behavior. You can't change what people think of you, but you can change your behavior, and in hope over time your change behavior, people can see those changes and they will react to you differently. But it's never going to click to this guy. Never. It's just always the trolls and haters' fault. Never his.
What you love. So then I play what I love and I try to cultivate an audience, and it doesn't work because of the trolls.
It doesn't work because of trolls, or it doesn't work because it just didn't work that one time. You can try again. It didn't work because of other reasons. It didn't work because of the trolls. He's that meme, innit? He's that meme of like somebody cycling, or that picture of someone cycling, putting a stick in between the fucking spokes of their wheel, you know, falling over, flipping over the handlebars, holding their knee and blaming the trolls, when it's you that fucking stuck your own stick into the wheel. I love it.
So why don't you stop the bullshit? Why don't we live in reality for once instead of this fucking fantasy world of rainbows?
Yeah, exactly. Big up Mr. Stereo Go. Exactly. It's non-10. That's it. Yeah, it's not toxic waste. It's probably non-10. It's not even content. It's non-10. Yeah, I love that phrase. Big up Chris Max. So DSP is basically using a Nuremberg defense. I'm not the worst one. Exactly.
And unicorns and leprechauns dancing on pots of gold. That doesn't exist. What exists is reality here.
Projecting. What's reality? Reality is I have to beg for money, basically. Another person says here, Rami the KCI queen. You use the R slur. You use the R slur often. Made fun of trans people in your Silent Hill playthrough. Did stereotypical racist Asian guy voice just a few weeks ago. You have cultivated hate. Exactly. That person's going to get banned soon, by the way. That person's going to get banned very, very soon.
I'm doing the best with what I've got.
To be fair, he does have a talent for being able to like look at the stream chat, continue talking while also reading what's being said. Maybe he just highlights the big words that he knows he doesn't like, but he does do that really well. He can talk about what he hates and just go on his fucking rant about whatever, lean in manual ban the person and just continue going back again, you know, without even breaking a sweat or without even taking a breath.
I try to do things that I like and they don't work. There's nothing I can do about that because I'm not the one in control.
There's nothing I could do about that. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
You know, it sucks. I wish that these businesses would clamp down on this garbage, because if people wouldn't.
Oh, he's gone already. KCI thing is gone already. KCI is already gone. Down.
It sucks. I wish that these businesses would clamp down on this garbage.
KCI's left there. KCI left the chat. You see how KCI got blammed. KCI got bland by the mods. Got bland right there.
It sucks. I wish that these businesses would clamp down on this garbage, because if people wouldn't basically steal my shit and harass the
Look, it worked, by the way. It worked. All the moaning, it finally worked. Somebody sent him a super chat. It worked.
viewers, then I'd be fine. I'd be able to play games like Suikoden, right? But I can't, because then it doesn't work, right?
Feel you're spurging right now, someone said. Rami Fukuso.
And it's hilarious because every time that I talk fact, the actual freaking out and spurging of the detractors begins. Because
hold on, did he ban that person that said you're spurging out? I think new guy.
And it's hilarious because every time that I talk fact, the actual freaking out and spurging of the detractors.
So he deletes what he doesn't like, but he still mentions it anyway. Thus, essentially giving the person what they want in it. So it's like, oh yeah, this guy.
Begins because it's kind of like you.
And another person, man, why do you put yourself through this every day? Wouldn't getting a job, having a vacation days, benefits, a 401k, and no public ridicule be so much better? Yeah, it would, but that requires work. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to sit down and stream and collect his money from his dents, you know, and live that life behind his fucking gate in his fucking private community. He doesn't want to work. Essentially, he's very, very lazy. That's why there's a picture of him in his arms that's fucking fascinating. You see the muscle atrophy from just being inside being indoors, being a shut-in, having no friends, not going outside, never lifting things, never going to the gym or working out. He looks awful. He has such a weird body composition. Really skinny arms and skinny legs, but a pudgy, fat body, man boobs, a weird, flabby, kind of like droopy face. And then his arms are legitimately as... I think his legs... I'm pretty sure his legs are bigger, or at least his fucking calves are bigger than his fucking his biceps. It's absolutely crazy how thin his arms are. So I think a person like that doesn't want to work, I would imagine.
You don't want to ever look at your own reflection, so then when you get talked to with facts, you can't
talk to her.
Handle it, so your head fucking fries. Because there's
another person said, it would be so easy for you to take down the restreamers, Phil. I have no idea why you don't take some initiative. Because again, he's lazy. He's lazy. He's lazy. He's lazy.
Spurging out right now in the kick chat. They can't take the facts that I'm spewing. They're like, instead, they're like, oh no, it's this. No. You just can't handle.
Can you please explain what they said? Okay. Oh no, no. Say what they said. Say what they said verbatim, please. And then argue against their point. Don't just summarize it by say no. Say what they said properly.
Facts that I'm spewing.
Oh,
they're like,
no.
instead, they're like, oh no, it's this. No. You just can't handle facts. You don't like facts. You like your narrative, this cozy narrative that you've created around yourself, this blanket of weirdos and really mentally deficient people that you wrap yourself in every day to make you feel like you're normal. You're not. You're not normal. You come and you harass my viewers. You try to harass me and my family. You're not normal. You're the fucking problem with human existence, actually.
Jesus Christ. You're the problem with human existence because people are calling out the fact that he's a greedy, fucking entitled beggar, a dirty fucking beggar, dirty scammer of a person online. He thinks people are the worst. It's like, no, we're pointing out that you're a piece of shit. I think that's fair. You're allowed to be a piece of shit and get your money. We're allowed to point and laugh at you being a piece of shit. I think that's a fair exchange.
Right? You are. These people are so fucking weird. The way that they behave.
The irony. DSP calling anybody weird. That guy looks like this, calling anybody weird.
They're not normal humans.
Look at your face, bro. Look how far apart your eyes are. Look at the shape of your head. You're very weird. No offense, bro, but you're very weird.
You're not. If you're part of these hate groups, the restreamer watchers and all this, you're not normal. You're fucking mentally deficient.
And if you're sending DSP tips that equal to him receiving 100 grand a year, a middle-aged fucking white man from wherever he's from, you know, he's not some like hot girl somewhere. He's just this like fucking schlub, right? This like schlub of a person. If you're sending him money, then you're also weird. If he's sitting there receiving it, he's also weird. You know, we're all weird in our own way, brother.
And you really should seek help because you're not having a normal human existence. You're fucked. I'm the one having a normal human existence. I got
the normal guy that begs for tips to fucking feed his fat wife. Yep.
a happy home life. I get to stream games all day. What are you doing? You're sitting.
Happy home life. He lives separately from his wife. Doesn't go on holiday. Don't go outside. I don't think they even get dinners anymore. The supposed dinners, go out for dinners, they don't do anymore. I'm pretty sure it's all DoorDash. So yeah, what a happy life.
And they're harassing my positive viewers who want to be here for Suikoden.
Come on, DSP, be fair. No one's harassing your positive viewers. You have no positive viewers. You're not positive. No one thinks of DSP and thinks of positivity. Be honest. No one thinks of positivity because of DSP. His entire brand is hating. His entire brand is ranting and raving and being unhappy and being unsatisfied about positive.
Bookwell, thanks for 500 kicks. I actually just saw it. I saw that one in the chat, so I actually get to shout it out. Thank you, Buckwell. Now, that is not the first 500 kick.
Someone says Cuckwell. Buckwell, Cuckwell.
So I can't get you on the leaderboard, but we will count it. Thank you so much.
Cuckwell. Oh, I love it.
Okay. Really quick, I'm going to use the bathroom, and then we're going to begin. All right? I'll be right back. Now, guys, again, you wanna say...
Someone says, dude, you only talk about money. Yeah, welcome to a DSP stream. Welcome to a DSP stream. That's all he does talk about.
Hey, positive things. Just play what you like. Cultivate a positive audience. Then let's do that today with Suikoden, but please support the stream. It's the point. I need people to actually support the positive stuff. So please do. We've already gotten about a third to the goal. Let's hit the goal for Sokoden today. Okay, I'll be right back.
What a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit. What a funny guy. What a funny piece of shit kind of guy. Anyway, let's move on to Tfatk. Let's do Tfatk. We got the stream chat. Everybody tuning in, appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you like the stream, hit subscribe if you haven't already. That'd be greatly appreciated. Tfatk episode number 1122. Let's go.
Yes, we did, 'cause we back at it again. It's the fighter and the kid.
This is really the fighter and the kid.
I can't wait to hear what you have to say about Charlie Kirk. I can't wait to hear how Brendan and Brian are going to break down and analyze and hot take us when it comes to the Charlie Kirk assassination. I bet it's going to be incredibly nuanced, incredibly smart, insightful, you know, very surprising, original. Let's see what it's to say.
Here we are again, buddy.
Back,
Here
buddy. Was
we
it
are
September
again.
15th? Month is flying by, Brian.
Months flying by, and I just have so much I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, I know. You're in
Lot of
lovely
stuff.
Covina.
I was in lovely Covina, very lovely.
Did you take my advice and try the pizza? No.
I didn't try the pizza.
There we get pizza across the street, bud.
Huh.
Forget the name of it.
I haven't been that hungry. I've just not been eating much.
Did you try that pizza place that I recommended it to you? I don't remember the name though.
And I love when I see somebody in LA and they go, "Man, you've lost 10 pounds, huh? You look skinny as shit." I'm like,
It's never good.
I guess I do. Yeah.
Brian's not too. Brian's going through the same thing Chin's going through. Somewhat depressed, losing weight, not eating as much, maybe not enjoying the cuisine over there in LA, or sorry, in Texas as much as he did in LA. Hence why he's not as maybe, put on as much weight, lost a bit of weight. I find it hilarious. Or maybe just the stress of keeping the lights on in the house. Who knows?
Weathering away, pal.
Yeah. Whatever.
Weathering away, or is it withering?
Never good.
I guess I do. Yeah.
Weathering away, pal.
Yeah. Whatever.
Weathering away.
Yeah.
Withering.
I stopped drinking altogether.
What do you think Brian does there? Do you think Brian hears him mispronouncing withering? Or does he just pretend like he didn't hear it? Because he said weathering away. It's withering away. How can he do that when you're... allegedly, this guy's white and English is his native language, but he doesn't have to speak it. He doesn't have to pronounce anything, He enunciates his word. And Brendan, I wonder if Brian realizes it, or he's just so cucked that he just, doesn't, because he knows Brendan's gonna fly off the handle. Chin's a little bit redacted, so he doesn't really get social cues. He's not really aware that Brendan doesn't like being corrected. But Brian knows Brendan doesn't like being corrected, so he kind of just pretends that he doesn't hear it. But weathering instead of withering is wild.
Yeah.
And
No wine or anything?
no, when I'm traveling, my clock gets screwed up, so I won't eat till like 1, and then whatever.
You'll be all right.
Did you see that
look the
fight?
same.
And what are your thoughts on that
Oh,
fight?
you're getting right to it. Okay. Fuck catching up.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Yeah, okay, pal. My neighborhood had a party, the straight fiesta. 2 hour
fiesta for it.
2 hour mariachi band.
But by the way, quickly on that Saturday, Covina is very Mexican.
I love how they both interrupt each other, though, by the way. It's not like anything related to just Brendan. They both just interrupt each other, Maybe it's just the way that people in LA or from LA talk. I'm not sure what it is, but they just love it. No one can just finish a thought. No one could just finish a sentence, finish a story. It's just a constant, fight to kind of get your words in.
Neighborhood, a very Mexican-American area. And a lot of people, I think, didn't come to Brian Callen because they wanted to watch.
That's how you know you're struggling. If you start blaming other things for your low ticket turnout, be for real, Brian. Be for real. Do you honestly think the people that would watch Brian Callen do stand-up would miss his stand-up to watch boxing? Or that they're just two different people? Come on, bro. Your ticket sales weren't affected because of fucking the fight between Crawford and what's his name, Canelo. Your tickets are affected because you can't sell tickets. No one knows who you are. Simple as that. This motherfucker, man. It was fucking Crawford and what's his fucking name are the ones that stopped me from selling tickets. I would have sold out if it weren't for those two. All right, whatever you say.
Canelo Alvarez, so there were parties in that area. And my friend who was there said there is literally every bar and every house
Is for
has got
Canelo?
people- Yeah.
Yeah.
Canelo is a force.
In the Mexican community,
Yes.
yeah, they love him.
Yes.
Yeah, they had a straight. Have you ever listened to mariachi?
I
It's
have.
very loud.
In the Mexican community, I love how he acts like he himself is not half Mexican. In the Mexican community, never really takes claim. No, never takes claim of it or owns up, or not even owns up, but just represents the fact that he is from a half Mexican family. You know, it's just constant white talk. It's just really funny, really fucking funny.
It's loud.
Now,
Well, they had the accordion, sir.
they have everything, right?
They
And
have
they
Latin,
and they sing at the top of their lungs.
They do.
And I asked my neighbor Chris. I said, "Hey, real quick, how long?"
My buddy, just say he's your buddy, man. Except for your buddy, you probably speak to him more than fucking Rogan or Brian Callen anyway. Just say he's your buddy. He is your buddy. Don't be afraid of saying he's your buddy.
Are they here for? He goes 2 hours. I went, oh, okay, they're just gonna play here for 2 hours in front of the TV. He goes, yeah. I went, okay. Now I'm usually good after 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
I'm good. I am
wifey
too,
and
with all
mother-in-law,
respect.
wifey and mother-in-law love.
Brendan's good for 10 minutes across the board, isn't it? Everything to him is 10 minutes. There's not a single thing that he does that he doesn't get bored of in less than 10 minutes. Like, fucking hell, man. Up your fucking, I don't know. Up your levels of fucking concentration. Like, why the fuck does everything have to only be 10 minutes for you to enjoy it? Also, they've had mariachi bands before. He's just playing into it. You know how long they go on. You're aware.
Mariachi, so they're feeling the vibe.
They know the songs. And
I was about to have a complete meltdown.
well, if you don't know what they're saying,
They got Patagonia. Yeah, the car giveaway is done. I think Unique's got a video about it, actually. Maybe watch that later. Unique's got a video about it, but the car giveaway is done, but nobody's been announced so far. I think the recent car giveaway has probably been the worst one, I think, reception-wise. Like entries, I think so. I don't think it's been that well received, which is why he doesn't talk about it too much. And I think the sales haven't been too good either, which is probably why he's not really talking about it too much either. So I think it's not been received too well, this one. So I'm curious to see how he ends up fixing it, who wins it. Let's see.
singing, it does sound
Even if you do,
a little bit.
even if they're playing Johnny Cash or whatever the fuck.
But they're not playing Johnny Cash, are they? They're playing, yeah, the accordion, these shakers, the guitar. It's, to me, it's. I'm not going to say it's like strangling a parrot. I would never say that.
It's just a lot
I am
for
going to
2
say
hours.
it's the kind of music that, that in the background maybe.
That's the thing, though. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're dating a Mexican person, or if your wife is Mexican, that's a part of the culture that you usually kind of love. You know, you usually fall in love with bits of that, and that's what makes you interested to kind of maybe date somebody or be in a relationship with someone from that country, because you like everything about their culture. This kind of like anti fucking mariachi band thing is going on. Is like, brother, it's okay if, like, you know, if you wasn't fucking married to a Mexican person, but you are. And she seems to be very proud of where she's from as well. So it seems a little bit poor, you know, lacking in class to be like sitting there taking the piss out of that whole thing, you know? It means a lot to her, I'd imagine. You know, Brendan out here being a beast of a fucking husband. That's very usual. You gotta love it.
In a movie scene, but it's hard for me when I'm eating and they come up and they sing.
Oh, if
That's
I'm at Casa Bonita, I expect it. When I go to my buddy's house, watch the fights. This is why I usually stay home.
It's never been my first choice of music.
I was just overstimulated, and I really wanted to watch the fight.
It's a lot.
And you had UFC Noches on as well. I just wanted to tune into everything. And so, but he had great food. And now here's the problem with boxing and the pacing. I go, oh, what time should we come over? He goes, 7. I go, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're doing like a whole thing. I said, you know, people are going to be at your house for 6 hours if you do that. Because they're not going to walk. Now, it says they're going to walk at 10:30 Central Time, which...
I don't know. I just feel like this fucking complaining about the time is something that casual should do. Something I should do. But if you're a former fighter, you know how these shit goes. It shouldn't be really a concern. You should be talking just about the fights, you know? You shouldn't be having these casual person conversations that people are having on the timeline or in their group texts about how long these things are. You should be kind of trying to break down the fights, analyzing things that, you know, asking the questions that are things that you analyze in half time. I don't know, whatever, doing something instead of this fucking nonsense.
it's boxing, which means they probably won't walk till 11:30.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have people there from 7 to 11:30, and then it's gonna go to decision because it's boxing.
Normal people when they do these kind of watch parties and stuff don't mind if people stay in their house long. Normal people, you know, normal people that are well adjusted don't mind if their friends stay long, if they're sleeping, they don't give a fucking shit. But you know, in his head, people can only there's a max window. People can stay over 4 to 6 hours as max. It's like, bro, it's a special occasion. It's not happens all the time. Relax, you know what I mean? But hey, here we are.
And we're gonna be there to 1.
Be there a long time. Now 7 to 1 is a long time.
I go to bed usually around 9.
Yeah, by that time people have
Lies.
taken their shoes off. They're probably bunked up somewhere in a room. Yeah, it's a lot.
So we stayed there till
But I have a
about
lot of food, a lot of drink.
great food. We stayed there till there's so many people. We stayed there till about 10:30, and then I was like, all right, when they start walking, I'm gonna go home.
Well, you want to go home and watch that?
We
on
went
your
home.
own.
Good fight. I fell asleep
Were you
between.
nervous?
Nervous for what?
I don't know, just watching it.
Nervous?
Yeah.
No, I'm not fighting.
I get nervous when I watch it.
I don't, especially boxing. No, that's going to decision all day. It's boxing.
Yeah.
No, not nervous. I fell asleep. Speaking of nervous, from round 3 to 6, I fell asleep. But then it was more of the same. The rest of the rounds.
Honestly, admitting all this sort of stuff and being kind of like blasé and kind of poo-pooing the fight, which most people who love boxing said it was a great fight, is interesting. Isn't it? It just goes to show how much of a casual sort of fan he is in purpose. You know what I mean? Like, just horrendous, really fucking horrendous, you know. But again, what can you do? What can you do?
See, I think that for me, I watch defense as much as I watch offense. So
Yeah.
like I thought like watching Bud catch those shots off his glove,
He looked amazing.
so amazing.
Yeah,
to
he looked good.
Yeah. He'd
looked
go to a
great.
body and he'd catch that and come up with an uppercut. You know, just all those things that seem.
He looked great.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody do that to ever.
No one has. Yeah, he's the best.
Canelo.
Yeah,
Ever.
he's the best.
And I think he would do that to Canelo on his best day. His way. And Canelo said it. He goes, "I couldn't figure him out,"
No,
which is why he probably won't fight him again. In a way,
they'll fight again.
you think so?
The payday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your next fight. You'll get
Maybe
again.
you watch it,
And
and you try to figure out.
No, there's nothing Canelo can do.
No.
He'll never beat him.
No.
But remember, Canelo, they supposedly made
There's nothing you could just give up, like Canelo. Don't even try, Canelo. Don't even try to improve your skill. Don't even try to close the skill gap. Don't even try to analyze a fight, break it down, see where you went wrong, go again in the next fight anyway. Don't do that. Just give up, like I did. Just give up and move to podcasting like I did.
100 million, and then Terrence supposedly made 10. I bet he makes more than that. But for Terrence to get like fuck you money, he has to do the rematch.
Okay.
Now that he's won, he has all the belts. The rematch where he's gonna make all his money, because Terrence is kind of like he's in a weird spot, like where to go. So he's just gonna fight Canelo again and then probably retire. They'll both retire.
Well, it might be worse for Canelo.
Oh, it'll be good if like they both keep on fighting for another like 5 years. It'll be so funny to replay this. Just him being loud and wrong and strong. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
The second time.
Oh yeah,
Right?
he's not gonna get stopped. 'Cause he's never been put down.
Yeah.
So worse meaning you get beat in a decision.
Yes.
That's what'll happen.
Well,
Terrence isn't gonna knock him out.
no.
No.
Could.
No.
Anybody can get knocked out.
Nah. But no, not
Got a crazy chin.
not at Canelo's level. No.
Yeah.
You're talking about guys that
Really
never been
hard.
sat down, Brian.
Yeah.
He fought B-Vol, fought Triple G 3 times.
Yeah, but you're talking about a guy who's never fought. Got like, yeah, that's true. He fought some huge.
No, what are you
punchers.
talking about? No. You're not gonna knock him
I think Bud is better than anybody's ever fought, though.
Of course.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean he's gonna knock him out.
Yeah.
You're talking about two different things. One's a power puncher. One's a technical
what does,
best ever.
What does Bud do?
Same thing he does. What do you mean?
Who does he fight besides Canelo?
Canelo. There's nothing else.
What is this weird tension, man? What's going on right now? Is Brendan trying to like bully Brian not to have a take, and Brian trying to be polite and not say his take because most likely his take is going to be way more nuanced and informed than Brian's on or something? What's going on? Very strange passive aggressive stuff going on there. Does it work? Not too sure. Continue.
And then retires?
Yeah. Yeah. He's not young.
No.
He's older than Canelo. And then there's also the problem with boxing. They don't have many stars. Who's he going to fight? Benavidez?
Sure.
No.
Why not?
No. Benavidez
not-
has gone up a weight class.
So not enough
And
for
he's
him.
in his prime. He's not a name. Benavidez would fuck both of them
I
up.
don't think so. You think so?
Yeah.
You think he'd fuck up,
especially in his prime. He's just too big, hits too hard.
Really?
It wouldn't be smart.
Damn.
And he's also not a big name.
He's so good though.
But if you're,
do you think that?
but if you're Crawford, why would you take that risk? Like, why would you? I mean, I think it's the right thing.
Legacy, maybe. I don't know. Prove you're the fucking best.
But he's also gone up in entire. I think he's at one. Check what is he's gone up.
So
I think he's fighting at 170.
He's fighting at 70. And so
he's gone all the way up to.
So I'd like to see Benavidez fight Bivol. That would. I'd
sure,
like
but you're talking about Terrence Crawford and Canelo.
Yeah.
You
so
know?
he's too big for. So Terrence Crawford's too big for those guys.
Yeah, it's like where do we stop?
I would watch Crawford fight Benavidez. If anybody could give him a fight, it's Crawford. You know.
Yeah, it'd be silly. But so you're gonna get Canelo because the money's in Canelo Crawford, the rematch.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it, but I want Crawford to get paid, so might as well do it.
Okay, there we go.
I wouldn't bet against Bud Crawford against anybody.
Big up Brian Cannon with a more nuanced take on the old boxing thing.
But Benavidez is a monster. But has he fought? What caliber fighters has Benavidez fought? You know, he looks so
no
good.
one will fight him. He's a fucking monster.
Monster.
But there's almost no point talking about Benavidez. He's not. It's too much. It makes no sense.
So you think Benavidez will actually fight guys like Bivol or whoever eventually? Or
I mean, yeah, but we're not about Benavidez right now because the problem is he's not a star. So at Crawford,
nobody knows who he is unless you're a boxer.
Yeah, and Canelo Crawford's level, they're not going to take that step down. So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So you're just going to get another.
Yeah, Crawford would have to. I guess in that weight class, Crawford would literally have to go up another weight class, right? And now you got big boys. Now you got Bivol. Now you got Benavidez. Now you got these. It's just a different thing.
Yeah, and it also doesn't make sense. Why would he do it?
He would do it because he's technically sound enough to not get hurt.
Exactly, it's easy to
No, but
Maybe
there's
win
weight
on
classes
points.
for a reason. Like there's going to be a threshold where it's not going to matter. Canelo found that out.
Yeah.
Like he's so technical, and then you get there and you're like, oh shit. It's like, yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
There's weight class for a reason.
It's just size.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
So
And he was big on Canelo before, wasn't he? He was like shitting on fucking, what's his fucking name? Terrence Crawford, you know, and he was massive on fucking Wilder, so must have been a big fucking tip for the switch from Mara straight away. Must have been a big life-changing switch. But again, what do I know? Absolutely nada. Let's go.
you'll get the rematch, and sometime next year.
Everybody watching, if you're watching the stream, you like what you see, like the stream, subscribe to the channel.
And people will get excited for it and go to decision. They'll pick them apart again, and they'll both make all the money.
Yeah.
Boxing has a problem. And this is why you get Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis. Name another fight you're excited about that casuals would get excited about. Mike Tyson, Floyd, that's the bullshit you're getting. Usyk's probably done. Fury's done. Joshua's done. Talking about Wilder and Francis. The fuck are they going to do?
I know.
Yeah,
it's true. It's funny.
Terrence has one left, probably.
Yeah.
And he ain't going to waste it on
Benavidez. He doesn't want to fight
Benavidez.
anymore.
What do you mean? He's fucking 34, whatever it is.
37.
Yeah. And he's made all the money?
Okay.
How old is Usyk?
Usyk ain't young either.
No,
But
he's
Usyk is
38.
done. Now,
This is brilliant, bro. Brilliant content. This is like being, like your first day back from holiday and you're trying to force chat with some person in IT. He just wants to know if you had fun or not, and you're trying to force chat about the glazes and the system and shit. And you just literally scare away the hoes, you know what I mean? That's what should have happened. But hey, it didn't, so here we are. Here's the contrast. There's in the middle, taking all the banter. I'd love to hear it. Which I think is all done in great spirits, I think, for the most part. But yeah, not mad at it in the slightest. Not mad at it in the slightest. Let's keep going. Dun, 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 dun. Cool.
what do you see? Usyk getting in the cage with Jake Paul and shit.
No. 38. Jake Paul wants to fight Usyk? No, stop.
They got in the ring together.
That's hilarious.
I mean, he probably won't, but for Usyk, he's like, yeah, I'll beat up that kid for all the eyeballs and money.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course he will. I mean,
Yeah, but you Canelo Crawford again. Did you watch on Sunday? Because you were on stage Saturday night? Yeah. You had to rewatch on Sunday because I fell asleep. It was too late.
yeah.
The pacing was awful. It was so bad. The pacing was so bad. So bad.
Yeah.
What should
The
you do differently?
co-main event kind of lulled.
What should they do differently then, Brendan? You're the master. You're the creator. You know all the fucking files and shit. What do you think they should do in response? Should they do in response to prove that they have money? You know, what should they do? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? But pick up everybody from everywhere. Pick up everybody from everywhere. Let's do 10 more minutes. This is I'm gonna switch to American Reader, I think. But let's just go.
You to sleep.
Yeah. Did.
They had the random tool just.
I need to get clips on this channel. I need to start going back to doing clips, and this is brutal. But we're here. We're hanging in together.
Playing before the main event. It was just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
Weird.
You see the picture of Dana and all the boys sitting front row? Dana's
Yeah.
so bored.
Yes.
Dana's like,
Kirk Fox was there. I saw. Yeah. Dan
yeah, I
was
saw
there.
Kurt Fox. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And it was.
It's
it was-
Mr.
it was,
Beast, Jason Statham.
yeah. I was like, who is that guy? And it was.
Oh, he called him by his name, Mr. Beast, not Mr. Beat. He called him by his name.
Yeah. And it was.
It's
it was-
Mr.
it was,
Beast, Jason.
Oh no, he said Mr. Beat. He still said Mr. Beat. They said Mr. Beast. He said Mr. Beat still. I thought he said Mr. Beat correctly.
Oh, Kurt Fox. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And it was.
It's
it was-
Mr.
it was,
Beast, Jason Statham.
yeah. I was like, who is that guy? And it was Mr. Beast.
Yeah, random
What do you mean? Who is that guy? You know who he is.
pair.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, it's like, just give me the fucking fight. Listen, I like Mark Wahlberg. Mario Lopez is great. I don't give a fuck about their analysis when it comes to boxing. Neither are boxers. So why they cut to them before the main event and it's 20 minutes of them breaking down the fight? I'm like, just give me the fucking fight, dude. I don't get it.
You got to fill space.
That's their problem.
Exactly. That's what I
That's
said.
that's
what I said.
the problem with boxing.
Yeah.
Why fill space? Why?
Well, it's always been that way. You always have to have opinions. Everybody's got an opinion. It's never been different with boxing.
No, you're missing the point. I'm not talking about people sharing opinions. If it's Max Kellerman and Andre Ward, I'm going to listen. If it's Mario Lopez,
I think Lopez knows something about boxing.
oh, no,
knows
not like
as much
not
as
like
Max Kellerman.
not like oh no, God, no, Max Kellerman.
Yeah, he does. At least Mario boxes, and I don't think.
I still remember that brilliant argument between Brendan and fucking Mario Lopez. Remember that? When Brendan was doing that press run to promote the Conor and Floyd fight, and he was acting like Conor had a chance to win, and Floyd hasn't seen his angles, how he comes in from, all these nonsenses. And I remember fucking, everyone kind of laughing at him for saying that. And then, what you call it? Some agent on the side just said the most loveliest thing I've ever heard too, to be honest. Big up the blood clot agent. Big up the blood clot agent.
Max has ever been in the ring. So there's that. I don't think he's ignorant to that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
You
a
just see it
fan. He's a
different.
fan.
Max Kellerman would be a top 5 expert in boxing alive right now. Max Kellerman. So is
Mario Lopez is just as knowledgeable about boxing as Max is. Mario Lopez also boxes quite regularly himself and does jiu-jitsu. I don't know. He's got a real hate boner for the fucking that shit, which is funny, because I don't, think he thinks about it that much, but he's definitely got a hate boner, which is understandable, and understandable.
so him and his brother box. His brother passed away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He's killed.
Yeah.
No, Max.
And he's called
Max knows
literally
his
the
shit.
top.
Don't get me wrong.
Oh, compared to
Knows his
Mario
shit.
Lopez, you're talking.
I don't know. Lopez knows his stuff though. No, Lopez will break down a fight pretty well.
Look at his face. The thing is, Mario Lopez actually ripped Brendan a new one in that debate when they were arguing about who would win between Conor and Floyd. Brendan was saying that he was paid by whatever to promote Conor, but the truth was he went down his own volition. And he's the one that said out of his big fucking stupid breath that, I'm working nowhere else. No, we don't know, you idiot. No, we don't fucking know.
Well, I think.
Yeah, if that's what you like, that's fine. Yeah, if you'd rather have Mario Lopez than Max, they're both fine. If that's what you like.
No, I think Max is, very good.
Good.
Yeah. But if you
Love that bullying. Love that subtle bullying. Yeah, you can choose whatever you want, really. Max is the best, but you choose whatever the fuck you want. I love that little bullying, little slight reaction for the club that Ruben is not. Whatever. Okay, cool. I guess whatever it is. Big up the stream chat. He feels how I feel when his opinions on fight, exactly. You want to say Mario is a soft cock? Yeah, for sure.
rather have Mario. There's some people do, you know, would have Mario break down your boxing match for you.
I think Mario knows a lot about boxing, though. He's a
I
student,
think he's a fan. Yeah, he's a big fan.
but he's a student of the game. Like he boxes. Like he does. He's a guy who actually loves boxing enough, so he spent a lot of time boxing.
Unlike Brendan, basically.
And he's watched a lot of fights. He's a very smart guy. So he's not, his analysis is not going to be, it's going to be better than most people's.
Sure.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. I'd rather listen to Andre Ward.
Well,
Yeah.
one of the greatest. Yes.
Well, that's why he's there, man. Yeah.
Andre Ward, Tim Bradley,
when
you know, sure.
yeah. Guys who have done it. Yeah. At a very high level.
Yeah. But a lot of guys have done it at a high level who aren't as good as people who haven't done it. It's really,
And that's why they're not there.
Yeah.
But Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley, I can keep going.
Andre Ward's a guy I would have loved to have seen fight.
The glazing is just incredible right now, isn't it? Incredible levels of glazing for fucking Luce Gomez. Like, god damn, get his fucking slap off your fucking face, bro. Composure, if you may. Composure. Some level of freaking composure. But again, what do I know? Nada. Let's continue.
More people, more great people.
He was
Would like to have
great.
seen that.
Went out on top.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a great analysis. I mean, great. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm just different. I'd rather hear Andre Ward break it down. Like, if you're going
course
to
you
cut
would.
and waste my time, give me the guys.
Okay, fair.
If Mario Lopez has a, if he's doing on
She's one of the fellas. She's one of the fellas, Candace.
extra, or if he's doing
Well, Andre Ward is
if
the
he's doing
guy
on his
who-
podcast, there's the avenue for that. But I'm just saying, when it's like the nitty gritty, give me the experts. Don't give me an hour of filler time with Mark Wahlberg and Mario Lopez breaking it down.
Sure.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
But now some people dig that,
Yeah.
and that's
well, it's entertainment. You got to figure out, But I know what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Boxing is, and now.
And that's bit dead air. They're so tired and bored of each other, man. Jesus Christ. But big up them for hanging in there for an hour. Obviously includes ads, but the way that they're completely over it and we're just like a black coffee, it's just insane. He doesn't have it, Tails all gone, probably smashed it with his shoe. What is it, bro? What is it? God damn.
I'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
I'd like to see, as a fan, I'd like to see what Benavidez can do against high level competition. Better Beeb, Bivol, Now it's not going to get the kind of eyeballs, but I'd like to see it. Might be very exciting fights.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm curious. Do you think Terrence? And this is the current event, so I'll just jump to it. Jen, you don't have to bring it up. But Terrence Crawford says he's now the face of boxing since he beat Canelo.
So what? So
So
What do you think? Because he's never been the baby face of boxing.
just so you know,
he's never been the
with all
guy.
due respect, that ain't true.
No.
That's just not true. I love.
with all due respect, that ain't true. It's hilarious, especially when you look like, a gargoyle like fucking TSB does. I find it hilarious. They just put your card bags in the back so you don't miss it. It's like, maybe not.
The guy, I love watching
He's a
him.
better boxer.
But if you ask people who Canelo is, everyone knows Canelo.
Yeah.
This is how these weird things work. If you ask people who Crawford is, if you love boxing, you know who Crawford is. If you don't, you don't. My wife knows Canelo. She doesn't know who Terrence Crawford is.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's a big leap. It's a big difference. Now,
When you're going over
Crawford
to
beat him.
casuals and like stuff like that, it doesn't. Even if you beat him, it doesn't mean you steal his entire legacy and everything.
It's a
he's
very
worked for.
important-
And so you're talking about Mexican culture, and for whatever reason, America. I can't. He's not the most entertaining guy. I like Terrence Crawford. He's a family guy, and he's the best boxer on earth. I think I still have Usyk, but whatever. But still, he's
Fair.
he's one of the top 3 to ever do it, right?
Yep.
For whatever reason, America he's never been like our guy.
See, Canelo
There's
is
a special sauce there, and he's
Part of it's
missing an ingredient.
part of his Canelo has been way more active. He took anyone who stepped up, and even in this loss, his stock doesn't fall at all. He said,
No, his
I
legacy,
feel great.
no.
I did whatever I had to do. I've cemented my legacy. He fought an absolute genius in the ring and lost, but he still didn't
4 more minutes to go, people. 4 more minutes to go on this, and we'll switch to American Redact. 4 more minutes on this particular video, and we'll switch to American Redact. I promise you.
look bad. He looked great. I mean, he just, he got beat. But
Yeah.
But his stock as a man, as a boxer, as an athlete,
It doesn't
as
go
a
up or
brand,
down. It
no.
doesn't go up and down.
Correct.
His popularity might get a
He's
little
right
bigger
here.
because on Netflix. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's at that legendary stats where it never goes up
Legendary
or down.
status.
Yeah. It's like Tom Brady. If you lose a Super Bowl, it's like, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, it's Tom Brady, dude. How many did he win before? You know,
It's
like
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So when you think boxer, I
Surely, if you're a real football fan, you should know that, right? I don't know it, but if you're a real football fan, you should know off the top of your head how many Bengals have won the fucking Super League. You should know that, right? Thank you. But yeah, here we are. Here we bloody are. I did enjoy Charlemagne sniping back at him though, basically calling him broken shit. I really did enjoy that because you know how much they hate being called black over there. So it makes a lot of sense that it was kind of softened a little bit. But hey, what do I know? Let's continue.
think this is a great way to put it. If you say boxing to anyone, they say what fighter comes to your mind? Go boxing. They'll say Muhammad Ali probably, but let's say current fighters.
Probably Mike Tyson.
Current fighters, Mike Tyson. But
Current fighters, you're gonna say
after
Canelo.
Canelo.
Yeah.
You're always going to say Canelo.
The majority of America, if you go first name that comes boxing, say Mike Tyson.
Sure.
Now, to Mike Tyson's credit, with the legacy and all the shitty that he did, the last 4 or 5 years of career was a shit show.
Yes.
But you don't remember that.
Yeah,
No.
But I'm saying now, I said current fighters, who comes to your mind? Canelo all day. It's not Bud.
I would challenge even the casual fan, name 5 boxers.
No, can't do it. There's no way they can do it. You know?
I mean, nice bit there.
All right.
Nice bit there. What happened there? What happened? Did Brian short circuit? What happened there?
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
yeah. You know, I can barely name 5, and I
Yeah,
love boxing.
it's
Shakur
tough.
Stevenson and Usyk and Lomachenko and
Lomachenko's retired. Usyk's on his way out. You know, it's like Lomachenko
Anthony
retired.
Joshua, Tyson
Joshua's
Fury.
done,
You get all the
basically.
big guys, you know.
Yeah, but you know,
Devin Haney. But that's me.
yeah,
Ryan Garcia.
yeah.
But
It's weird, right?
it's not. I
yeah,
can't name.
I
If
think-
you really press me, I can name some. Dylan White.
Yeah, in a way.
In a way, sure, he's great. In a way, he's phenomenal.
Some people think the best, but
Okay.
if he walked in right now and dropped off Diet Cokes, no one would
He's
stop
also
him in
fighting
his
at 25. He's fighting at 125.
Yeah, people don't care.
Huh? Yeah.
People don't care.
Because it's a very different
You know what people would
consideration.
say? I guarantee if you said box, so right now, the faces of boxers, even though, Manny Pacquiao is active, they would say Floyd, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo.
all on their way out.
Well, yeah.
What's wrong with that?
You know?
What's laughing so much?
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Weird.
that?
It's very weird.
Weird.
Let's take a little break. Be your season, your shot. The NFL season is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. From first touchdown score.
4-7.
Fuck off.
Ricky Hatton died? What happened?
I think yesterday or the day before.
How?
I don't know.
They're not telling us
died
that it's usually foul play if they're not telling you, yeah?
Or you mean
I love how Brendan thinks the term foul play relates to, Sui. I love that he thinks foul play is Sui. That's not what it means, mate. Foul play means somebody did something foul, as in somebody played a part in his demise, as in somebody may have MURDERE'd him. That's what he means. That's what they mean when they say foul play. But in Brendan's brain, when he hears foul play, he thinks it's a good thing? Not a good? I don't know. Well, his brain's redacted.
They're not telling us that it's usually foul play if they're not telling you.
If they don't tell you, it's usually the opposite. It's usually them kind of inflicting some pain or damage onto themselves. That's what usually happens if they don't tell you. In my experience, anyway. I could be wrong.
Yeah?
or you mean suicide?
Or OD or something.
Or maybe he just had
Yeah, Ryan Harty. I did at the beginning of the show. I couldn't play the clip though, Ryan Harty, because Breakfast Club always block any videos that play anything from them. Vlad and Breakfast Club are notorious blockers. That's why you don't really see many people reacting to Breakfast Club content, unfortunately, because they block all that shit. They don't even take the copyright. They just block it all. So I couldn't really play it, but I did talk about it.
brain trauma, right? And that can cause depression. Fuck.
We don't know why, but
Fuck, that's a bummer. 46 years old? Damn.
Maybe in
the
a few
death
days.
Did not come under any suspicion circumstances. So, it could be foul play, meaning
What? What did he write? What did he read there? Authorities said they believe the death did not come under any suspicious circumstances. So he's interpreting that as foul play. The quote says, authorities said they believe his death did not come under any suspicious circumstances, which means Ricky Hatton, RIP to the fucking Manchester legend, boxing legend, which means most likely Ricky Hatton unalived himself. He had been struggling with fucking depression for a long time anyway. Unfortunately, especially if you're a fan of his, he had spoken about how much better he was feeling and stuff and positive outlook. And unfortunately, soon after that, he unalived himself. So RIP to Ricky Hatton and thoughts go out to his family and friends. But how can he interpret that line as it means that somebody, jumped into his room and fucking killed him or something? Like, what?
That did not come under any suspicion circumstances. So, it could be foul play, meaning drugs,
I
suicide.
think when they don't say anything, it's something like
Yeah, they usually.
Like he didn't even read. So he read the line incorrectly. Then he comes to the incorrect conclusion because he read it incorrectly, and because he doesn't understand the phrase that they use there, right? He doesn't understand the phrasing of did not come under any suspicious circumstances. He thinks that means that Ricky Hatton was killed by Mossad or something. Mossad murdered him. It's Israel's fault again. It's like, oh my god.
Be foul play, meaning drugs, suicide.
I think when they don't say anything, it's something like
Yeah, they usually want to protect the family and his legacy.
No, when they don't say nothing, yes, but they don't say nothing because it's probably unaliving thing. That's what they don't say.
and
So-
his kids. They
yes.
don't want the kids to know.
It's terrible.
Fuck. Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
I know. I love Ricky Hatton.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
I know. It's sad.
Do you though? Do you though? When's the last time you spoke about Ricky Hatton? When's the last time that fucking fool has spoken about Ricky Hatton? Actually, let me see if I can find it. Someone has got a Tfatk search engine, don't they? I'm pretty sure. Tfatk, so the fighter and the kid search engine. Someone must have one. There we go. I created a website. There we go. Let's see if we can find it. The last time he spoke about Ricky Hatton. Let's see if we can find something here. Single podcast. Yep. Find the kid. Let's see. Ricky Hatton. Let's search. We'll see. 3 episodes. He's mentioned Ricky Hatton. Let's see. He mentioned Ricky Hatton on episode. Yeah. So not that many times actually. September. And that's it, right? Nothing else really. When's the latest time he did it? February, right? So let's check this out. When did he say Ricky Hatton on February? View full transcripts. When did he say Ricky Hatton? I'm curious actually to know. Let's see. Ricky. When was Ricky uttered? Okay, Ricky Hatton fought. Okay, that was a mention there. Something about Ricky Hatton fought. Oh, when it's sweet. Okay, cool. No big mention of Ricky Hatton there. Then the following one was July. Let's see that one. Ricky Hatton. Oh, there you go. Ricky Hatton is now out of retirement. He's boxing in December. In fighting another legit fight. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's actually see. Let's actually hear that. 1 minute 31. Right.
Your first great love story.
Eating a lot. There's
Eating a lot is
By the way, every
yeah, he's got. See you there. Let it just.
Yeah, leave him there for like an hour and then get him going.
Well, he's on the ice, so he's icing his fucking broken limbs. But
But
like-
at least he's on Instagram Live.
yeah, he doesn't sound right.
No,
in
of
the
course
head.
not.
He's fucking ridiculous.
Hey, did you have fun?
Wow.
This was upsetting to me. Ricky Hatton is now out of retirement and he's boxing in December.
Fuck.
He had a 13-year retirement. He's younger than me. He's 46.
Whoa.
Well, that's-
And is it for
Jesus Christ, how old is Chin then? Is Chin like 48? So Chin's older than Brendan, isn't it? Isn't Brendan 44? Fuck, bro. Chin is old. So Chin is older than Brendan. So it goes Brian Callen oldest, then Chin, then Brendan. Chin's the youngest in the room. Brendan's the youngest in the room, yet he's everyone's boss. I love it.
charity or is it one of those
No.
things?
Yeah.
Is he fighting another legit boxer or is it like an influencer shit?
I forgot the name of his opponent, but I could look it up. It's probably him. But it's for, once again, United Arab Emirates.
Yikes.
Dubai.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, do you guys really care who he's fighting?
Big Dead.
no.
Okay.
It's just all a bummer.
Yeah.
Actually, can I find that Malik quote? Okay, there we go. Ricky proves that he's not a big Ricky Hatton fan. He's never spoken about him ever in his pod. But can I see? Is there? Can I find that Malik? The first time that Malik was spoken about. Let's see if we can. Or maybe it's not spelled that way. Maybe it's spelled another way. Because I remember there was a time when Malik was spoken about, right? And Brendan seemed to mention him in a weird. Brendan wasn't really a big fan of him. So let's see if I can find the first ever time Malik was mentioned. Malik, yeah, we had never seen before. Nope. Let's see here. MalikWife.com, Terrence.com. Yes, Seals. Let's go back to the first page. Bear with me a second here. Malik Denzel. Malik. Yeah, this is boy. What? If you're looking for a new squad, this is it. Boy, it's Malik B. Chef Pearl. Okay, cool. Nope. Flips. I do the flips, Malik. You know you like it. Malik said this to my buddy. We bought to Kevin, and I said this to Malik. What's this? The announcement. Oh no, this is Chappelle's on there, right? This is not the one I need. This is the wrong one, actually. This is the wrong one. Brian and Chappelle talk about Chappelle's announcement. Okay, cool. That's not the one. But I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it, react to it on fucking Patreon. I need that episode where Brendan kind of finds out about Malik and starts hating him instantly without even meeting him. The guy's right there. Looks. Cool. That's it. That's Drake shooting his shot at who? Cool. Let's go. Where is it? There we go. Stavros. Big up American Redact. Big up American Redact. Big up American Redact. Stavros v. the Unfunny Comedians. Let's go.
I guarantee you, dude, if you look to this even further, he probably did kill Tony in like 2014.
What do you call a black doctor? Nothing. There are no black doctors. Ah! The kill Tony fucking mongoloids. You're like, yeah!
Kill Tony Mongoloid. So it's fair to say Stavy's not a big fan of Kill Tony. The Kill Tony Mongoloids. I love it.
Yeah! Say the N-word! You son of a bitch, that was incredible.
That's a great Tony Hinchcliffe impression. That's a great Tony Hinchcliffe impression.
You son of a bitch, that was incredible. Have you ever gotten pussy from a bitch that had banana bread in her? As a matter of fact, Tony, you fucking I have. Oh! Red band's like, that would fucking kill, dude.
East Coast comedian Stavros Halkias seems to have
That was really good. That was really good. I love it.
woken up to the rise of the hackpocalypse that's absolutely wreaked havoc.
The hackpocalypse is fucking brilliant. Whoever came up with that, if it's you American Reader, take a bow. The hackpocalypse. Hackpocalypse is fucking brilliant.
In Austin, Texas. Because whenever the topic of Kill Tony, Joe Rogan, or the Austin comedy scene arises, Stavros isn't afraid to voice his honest opinions about it, unlike some other comics who tiptoe pretty carefully around the topic in order to spare Lord Joe Rogan's little feelings from being hurt. Like as you just saw there, Stavros really didn't hold back when joking about the smooth brains of Kill Tony superfans, and how they give standing ovations to pretty much any sentence that contains a right-winged buzzword or talking point, which of course made Yanni Pappas and Chris DiStefano burst out laughing because of how utterly true that bit was. And do keep in mind that this podcast aired around 4 months ago, right before established comedians like Mark Maron, Bill Burr, and Dan Soder made it clear to the public public that Joe Rogan and his disciples are seriously doing damage to the modern comedic landscape. A call out that was so legendary that it seems to have even inspired Stavros a little, because now he's just calling out people for their obvious BS. Like just last week, Stavros was on Mark Norman's podcast, We Might Be Drunk, dumping on his buddies for scheduling the Riyadh Comedy Festival gig.
That was good, man. That was really good. I enjoyed this so much. I enjoyed him reminding them so much. I enjoyed it.
Since they're pretty much just stomping on their morals in the face of that mouth-watering Saudi Arabian blood money. And he really goes in on Sam Morril here. Since if Sam had a shred of dignity, he would have turned it down. Since to Stavros' point, Sam Morril is a Jewish comedian at the end of the day.
London, Ontario, and then I'll be Chicago, September 5th, and then September 11th, theater at MSG, and then September 27th, Saudi Arabia with...
Oh, you man, you fucking piece of shit. You're all fucking pieces of shit. A Stone Sam.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Jessica Kirsten's getting it first, right? What the hell?
He's not leaving, I'll tell you that. It's gonna be hard to do crowd work with that burqa.
Everyone doing everyone, all the people cleaning your sheets are just Filipino slaves.
They're doing it too, right?
I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
October 8th. I figured the 7th would have been in poor taste, so I'm doing the 8th.
What? Jesus, it takes place on October 7th. You guys are in Riyadh on October 7th.
I realize that.
I'm on the 8th. I'm there on the 8th.
Absolutely crazy, isn't it? Imagine sending your condolences to all your fellow Jews who perished in that horrible attack, and you're in fucking Riyadh of all places accepting blood money, hush money, slavery money. I fucking love it. The hypocrisy is fucking delightful.
Oh my God.
What is going on the 7th? You're going to be doing remembrance posts from Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, from Saudi Arabian airspace.
Salikin. Hold on.
I didn't get, by the way, the way Sam Morril throws that glass on the floor is very, very, very gay. Not to be that guy, but like, God almighty, he's never played a sport in his life, has he? The way he throws that bottle onto the ground was not very, not very athletic, let's just say. Like, what the fuck was that all about? Maybe it's a Greek thing, I'm assuming, taking the piss out of maybe Stavros, I don't know, but still, like, just weird.
All right, that'll do it for us.
So good on Stavros for calling this whole Riyadh Comedy Festival disaster out there, because everyone who's on that lineup are officially the most soulless, money-hungry comedians alive.
Also, I wonder why Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino don't have their actual headshots in that picture. Why is it their fucking logo of Bad Friends? Why don't they have their actual face on there? Do you think they did it on purpose? They don't want to put their face on the flyer, but they've got their cartoon logo avatar thing. I wonder. Strange, isn't it? They're the only people that have that. You know, why do they get their logo and no one else gets their logo?
Because everyone who's on that lineup are officially the most soulless, money-hungry comedians alive.
All comedians are money hungry, to be fair. I don't think there's a single comedian out there that wouldn't accept money from one of their strongest oppositions or people that kind of go against their principles if it means in their pockets. There's not a check that a comedian will not turn down. Not a check. If Hitler was still around now and he organized a comedy festival, all these guys will be queuing up to play it. All of them. There's not a single comedian that's not money hungry.
Like, they're basically telling their audience that they do just about anything for the right amount of money, which also makes you wonder if they would have gone to Germany in
Hey, I made that analogy before I even played it. Yeah, big up Podcast Cringe.
1940s and performed there if the evil Austrian painter offered them enough bread. Like, it's almost that insane. And also, just on a quick side note, Bill Burr really disappointed me here. I mean, after everything he's done this year, from calling out Elon Musk and the idiot podcasters who platform those guys, I truly thought he was better than this.
That's the thing that's confusing, isn't it? He won't ever explain it because he hates explaining himself and he has a weird kind of attitude about that sort of stuff. But it's very strange. Calling out billionaires like Elon Musk and stuff, bemoaning capitalism, all this sort of stuff that he speaks about quite well. Talking about fairness and shit and power to the people and all this nonsense he talks about. And then here he is going to perform for the Saudi government, who are responsible for legitimately killing people, subjugating people to slavery or subjugating people into slavery, you know? It's just a funny way that he rationalizes things, you know? He's cool if he calls it out, but he's also cool if he accepts money from those people. Okay, cool. I guess that's how it works.
At least Stavros had the integrity to turn the money down, since he was most definitely offered to do it. But anyways, as you can see now, Stavros Halkias isn't afraid to take out the trash whenever and wherever it presents itself. And he's always been this way.
He's losing weight though, isn't it? At least it looks like. From these old pictures you can tell he's lost a bit of weight.
But this side of him has been coming out more and more recently, as his peers in the comedy world are increasingly changing for monetary gain. Like just a few days ago, he unfortunately had to put...
But they've also all having kids as well. I kind of get it, man. I would never do it, but I kind of get it. They're all having kids too, most of these guys. So, you know, I think when people always say whenever you have children, you kind of start, you know, you laser in on what matters. You just start.
You have a gun?
Yo, big up, Ranger.
American Redact picking up the slack big time now.
Yeah. He's killing it. He's fucking killing it. Big up, American Redact. He's fucking killing it. Big up, Ranger. Appreciate you.
A fellow comedian on blast after she wouldn't stop talking about the sensitive topics that the...
Yeah, I gotta check out that girl's special actually. Jensen, what's her name? Jensen something. I gotta check out her special. She seems like she's very unfunny, but I gotta check her out anyway.
Austin comedy scene thrives on. You know, the anti-trans, anti-feminist rhetoric that mothership attendees pump through their veins on any given night there.
Thanks for coming, Jordan.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, special tomorrow. Take Me With You.
It comes out tomorrow.
Comes out tomorrow on Netflix.
Right now I'm in Austin.
You're in Austin.
I'm about to do Rogan.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
My friend's ex, not ex, just dude she was fucking, whatever. He was like, I've fucked a tranny, right?
Okay,
which is crazy.
Yeah, he said that. You're quoting
He said
him.
that. He's like the southern guy, which tranny to me is drag, in my opinion.
Look at his face, like, why are you bringing this up? Oh, really? Lucy, really? Is this one of the girls that was involved with the fucking coming in the plant pot? Is she one of them? No. No, she's not in it. I think one of the girls that's involved in that had dark hair, no? I think one of the girls that was involved in that whole controversy had dark hair. Okay. But yeah, that's hilarious. Big up Lucy K.
No.
Transvestite.
It's a slur for
Yeah, but it's not
trans person.
transgender.
Yes, it is.
If you transition fully, you're not really a trans anymore.
Okay,
you know stop
saying it.
Sorry. So then,
I've
what do you think about identifying as queer if you're just a hot woman who got a sex change in a relationship with a toxic gym rat? Do you get to say you're queer?
I mean, I think being trans, I mean, we're in a society where, I think, unfortunately, society dictates that a little bit. And I think
I'm more queer than that person.
You're not. But I do think if you're trans, you're still queer in society.
I love it. You're not.
Society.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's that.
It was a lot more awkward than the clips made it seem like, isn't it? It was very, very awkward because it was very obvious what she was trying to do. She was trying to run some of her fucking Rogan talking points on Stavros, isn't it? It felt way more awkward than what it looked like on the other clips. So Jesus Christ, man, she came with an agenda, innit?
That's where I land. You have gotten like Austin trans brain.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like it really is at the top of your head.
No, because I
You immediately brought it up as soon as the podcast started.
So clearly Stavros is conscious of the boring,
his Austin trans brain or whatever. I fucking love it.
Played out anti-woke talking points that Jordan Jensen is hitting on here. And I feel like it's just completely bumming him out. Not because she's talking about trans people in a bigoted sort of way. That probably doesn't even bother him. The thing that's getting to him here is that she's so obviously practicing these lines for her upcoming visit to Austin in order to promote her special. And Stavros sees right through it. Since after all the times they did podcasts together, this is the first time she's really emphasizing her criticisms on trans people and feminism. Conveniently right before she goes to do JRE.
Yeah, it's harder to be a woman.
It's not hard. You'd wake up and all the women around you would be like, ew, why are you just wearing your regular face today? And you'd be like, because it's my face. And they'd be like, you have to put mush on it and lots of stuff on it. And you'd be like, but it's my face. You have to be
that's hard. That's what I'm saying.
It's not hard. It's stupid.
Pick me, pure pick me energy. She knows what she's doing though. The pick me energy is gonna work well with Rogan. Rogan loves a good pick me.
It's our fault. Women can stop. Women can stop.
It's
stop
really
doing
not.
It.
Holy fuck, this is insane. You think it's women's fault?
Yeah, dude, we
that
get
they're
paid
the
just as much. We're just as powerful. Cut it out.
All right, you're practicing for Rogan very clearly. You're gonna do a great job on Kill Tony.
You're practicing Rogan. Exactly. Imagine practicing your talking points to your friend on a podcast. Imagine. So embarrassing, man.
With these talking points.
And he knows that she's not really being her true self here. Like in this next clip, for whatever reason, Jordan Jensen goes on a rant about how she hates women, and it's such a forced act that Stavros literally says to her face that she's very obviously practicing for Rogan. Because according to Stavros, she's actually, deep down, embarrassed of being a hardcore feminist in front of Rogan and Hinchcliffe.
It's up and it's gotta stop, and we should, our periods and everything. I think every woman, when they have their period, should have 2 little red blood stripes. None of this hiding it anymore. No more.
I'm with you on all this stuff.
Feminism is dead, dude.
But what you're talking about is a form of feminism. You're talking about.
I want it to come back.
Okay.
Remember hairy armpits? Now it's unacceptable.
I don't think that's true.
It's okay in Bushwick.
It's actually the opposite. It's actually very well embraced, to be fair. I don't know where the fuck she's been living. I think that thing has come back into vogue, actually.
But it's not cool.
Yeah,
so
it's fine.
What's that? The Italian lady had, who was hot.
Oh yes. I know who you're talking about.
Loren.
Sophia Loren.
Yeah, she had.
I got no problem with hairy armpits. I'm on
That's
record.
Fine.
Yeah.
But it's very rare to see it on like an actual empowered woman. It's on like a vegan trans who has like non-binary cats or whatever.
This is really interesting because you're actually saying radical feminism with Kill Tony vocabulary right now. It's like a fascinating. I'm having a hard time even because we do agree, but you're throwing these like anti-cancel culture buzzwords out.
There's a way to
you're
be.
like, it's like how Ian is embarrassed of being gay, so he pretends to be Republican. You're doing this. You're embarrassed to be a feminist, so you're pretending to be Republican right now.
I love it. You're embarrassed to be a feminist, so you're pretending to be Republican. That I think that describes a lot of fucking alt-right or far-right fucking women who are into that sort of shit. You know, those influencer types. Maybe deep down, most of them are proper classical feminists, but, you know, they don't want to say it. It's not in vogue. They don't want to appear another way, so they kind of double down on the fucking, you know, alt-right shit. Hilarious.
I feel like this podcast sort of solidified the fact that Stavros Halkias has never and will never want to be a part of the group of comedians in the so-called Rogan sphere.
Don't say that too hastily, American reader. You know how these guys are. They change very quickly. Do not say this too hastily. They change quickly. Stavros has got this chat now, but you never know. Things change and suddenly he sounds like somebody else. So don't be too hasty. Don't be too hasty. These motherfuckers, if one thing we know about them, once the money starts to dip, they kind of slowly change skin. So don't be too hasty. You never know. We love Stavros now, but there's always an option for him to turn into a dickhead. It could always happen.
Pretty much just ride the anti-cancel culture wave in Austin to stay in the good graces of Joseph, Tony, and, most importantly, the cesspool of fans who support this style of comedy, if you even want to call it that. Because let's not forget that it is the audience and their hard-earned cash that are keeping the Austin disease afloat. They're truly the root of the issue here. And Stavros clearly doesn't want to feed the beast. Instead, he'd rather crack jokes and then laugh at them with that contagious cackle of his. Yeah. It's his favorite pastime, especially when the jokes are about extremely out of touch, unlikable, and unfunny comedians like Burt Kreischer. Look, I don't know if you're aware already, but Stavros and Chris DiStefano have been absolutely dunking on Burt Kreischer basically this entire summer, as they were hired last June by Tom and Burt to take over Two Bears, One Cave for about 6 episodes. And the very last episode that happened a couple weeks ago, they completely eviscerated Burt so badly that I just couldn't ignore it anymore. I mean, at one point, the things they were saying about him were so accurately insulting that I nearly started to feel bad for Mr. Shirtless. And the roasting began after they finished up a phone call with him, which was so boring that I won't put it in this video, but just know that Chris and Stavros tried their very hardest to riff with Kreischer. But after about 10 minutes of Kreischer talking about ways that he could sell things to his audience, they finally realized why the fans of Two Bears, One Cave hate Burt and Tom so much. It's because these two guys have become completely money-oriented.
It must be crazy, isn't it? Like, you give two of your comedic friends a chance to cover your pod while you go and film TV shows, you film movies and shit, living the high life, right? And then your fans who hate you already fall in love with the other two guys, and when you come back, they keep reminding you how much they like the other guys and not you. And now your own fans hate you more. It's almost like they ramped up the hate. Like they should have just stayed on. They should have just maybe put the podcast on pause, because bringing in Stavy and Chris only reminded people just how bad Two Bears One Cave is normally with Bert and Tom. So when they came back and reprised their fucking positions, took back their pod, people were like, "Oh yeah, fuck you, extra hard," you know? Fucking incredible. I just big up me just getting a DM from FaZe Rain, by the way. Big up FaZe Rain DMing me. Hilarious. Big up FaZe Rain getting in my DMs on the fucking Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm gonna post it now. Yo, my life is about to change. I just got a DM from another man. My life's about to change. Let me upload my IMGB so you see what I want. So there's this guy called FaZe Rain, right? I'm sure some of you guys have you heard of the controversy? This guy called FaZe Rain, formerly of FaZe Clan. He went online and basically accused one of his former FaZe Clan members of being a pedo. He said that person in the group ended up hooking up with somebody that was like underage, or like 17 or 16 or something, right? Randomly. Everyone went crazy and thinking, oh my God, that's why Packboy Max has left. That's why everyone's leaving FaZe Clan. And then later on, the guy that he accused comes out and says, no, it wasn't, the person wasn't 16, they were 17. Then later on, the guy comes back who accused and says, I spoke to this guy's wife. She was crying on the phone. I take it back. What I said wasn't true. So kind of walking it all back. Again, just weird. Like, what's wrong with this guy? He's all over the place. And in the video where he's kind of walking it back, or whatever, he also claps back at somebody else, actually, Lacey. You can see his dog in the background, right? His dog's in the background. And I said something like, oh, even this guy's dog has had enough of him. And this FaZe guy, I guess, is like, you know, saw that and got pissed off or decided to DM me. Let me show you what I did. Yeah, this is the clip he replied to. So this is FaZe Rain clapping back to Lacey because Lacey says some, you know, mean things about him.
Also, yeah, I did see the fucking thing Lacey saying like, oh, you're not FaZe, brother. I built this shit, okay? The only reason this shit worked out for you guys is because you guys took my brand. You guys all did it individually, did not have nearly as much impact. FaZe picks you up and all of a sudden you guys think you're them, okay? If you guys did it under a whole different branch that wasn't FaZe, I promise you guys would have done well, but not this well.
Is this how I sound when I talk? Is this just like ADHD shit? Or does this guy sound high to you? I'm getting high. I'm getting like pharmaceuticals or something. He sounds a little bit high, innit? Sounds a little bit fucked up. Like kind of all over the place. I wonder if that's why he's crashing out the way he is now at the moment. He doesn't sound like he's all the way there. I'm not going to lie.
So don't try and act like you did something off the brand that I built. Stop that, bro. Have some fucking respect. Have some fucking respect. It's not fucking cool. I fucking slaved myself in a world where nobody even believes.
Slaved myself. Bit of an odd turn of phrase, isn't it? To talk about streaming and sitting in the comfy chair in your fucking nice house and shit. I don't know about slaving away on stream. It's not that deep, bro.
In the vision, and I triple uploaded every single day for years to give you a brand to have this success. So suck my fucking dick or try to say that shit to me in person, bro, because you're not. You're gonna act all friendly in person, and that shit is disrespectful, and you need to fucking know that, bro. You need to fucking know that.
Isn't that Lacey kid like 19 or something? Like threatening a little child as well doesn't make you hard, I don't think, but that's FaZe Rain. Big up NJ Ranger. FaZe Groom is hilarious.
That shit is not fucking cool. I built this fucking shit.
FaZe Groom.
And I did it for free. You do everything for fucking money. We didn't pay Aiden back 10K. Stop it, bro. You're mad disrespectful. You grew up a fucking fan of him. Stop that shit, bro. Stop that shit. These people are fucking losers, bro. These fucking content creators. Also.
So then I saw that and I said the bottom bit. What did I say here? I said this, right? Even man's dog is tired of his nonsense, right? I cropped the pic, and then this guy hit me up in the DMs now. I don't know why, to be honest. It's like, just, you know, relax, brother. It's not that deep, really. He did get into my DMs for some reason just now. Very, very, very odd. Very random. That's so fucking funny, Lamau. Okay. Cool, man. I don't know what to say. Cool, I guess. But yeah, he's crashing out, bro. FaZe. What's his name? What's it? FaZe. Yeah, let's hear what he has to say. Let's see what FaZe Dip had to say about everything.
And now it's what? I've been hearing shit like this of all the bickering for a decade plus, and now it's on the internet. And if you want to know how I feel about it, I think the whole situation is wrong. I think everything's wrong, top to bottom. No matter how you cut it up, I think it's wrong. I think how it's being handled is wrong. I think it's how it's being continued to be handled is wrong. I'm sorry if I'm tripping over my words.
Real wordsmith out here, innit? Real fucking good old fucking Shakespeare over here, right? Huh?
Words, but I'm normally not ever on here on no serious shit like this. If I have issues with someone,
so you can only speak English correctly when you're not serious. Okay.
or a problem or something where I feel very strongly of, I will go take it up with them. I will hit them. I'll call them. I'll do that. So sitting here seeing how it's handled is fucking heartbreaking.
That FaZe chain is something else, isn't it? FaZe Clan chain. We got the FaZe Clan chain. The FaZe Clan chain to a lot of these kids coming up is like the new Rockefeller chain, isn't it? But imagine wearing a chain like that with another man's name on it. Like, ooh.
If I have to just be honest, seeing people who I grew up with, who I grew up idolizing, and then who I became friends with and became like a little brother to everyone, all of them. Now it's years later and this is what's happening. I think it's wrong in every conceivable category that it's wrong. And yeah, it's fuck.
Okay, cool, man. There's actually a post on it. I can find it somewhere actually. Let me see if I can find it. There's actually a post that kind of Lacey is fucking crazy there. Let's see if we can find it. Where is it? Let's see if we can. There, calls out. There we go. Rain calls out Lacey regarding his take on Temper.
Also, yeah, I did see the fucking thing of Lacey saying like, "Oh, you're not FaZe, brother. I built this shit." Okay.
Okay, we saw that already. Rain.
FaZe Banks saying, FaZe Banks, FaZe Temper, do this, do that. Stop putting FaZe in front of people's names who aren't FaZe.
The drama on the internet is just funny, isn't it? It's just funny. These people all probably have each other's numbers. They've probably been to each other's houses. They probably have group chats currently now that they've opened. But these people, like, gee, come on, man. Come on.
They are not in FaZe anymore. This has nothing to do with us at all. Zero.
I bet it does. I bet it does.
Like, literally nothing. This was before any of us were even in FaZe.
You sure about that?
So I'm tired of this shit falling onto us and our name getting dragged down and all the work we put in to build our group up to what it is right now because of old shit that we had nothing to do with.
I'm pretty sure he's not talking about you though, isn't it? Right? No? But hey, what do I know? Where's actually the person admitting it? Is that clip here of the guy admitting he slept with a child? Where is it? Bear with me a second here. Will we continue? Where's Temper? Actually, this is someone said, "What Twitch more trying to kill?" No, we don't want to hear that one. Where is it? Where is it? Bear with me a second here. There we go. There's the guy who slept with a 17-year-old, right?
Yeah. One day I go to New York,
Temper,
and I go to this club that's 21 plus.
Blaming the club. classic PDF line. Blame the club. They let them in. I thought they were of age. They're in the club. They have to be over 21, right? Right.
And I link up with a buddy there, and he invites a couple girls, and I end up going back with these girls. We're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them.
One watched.
And I found out after.
Probably slept with both.
This girl was 17.
Jesus Christ.
And
admitting that on the internet.
That's the age of consent in New York.
Jesus Christ. Admitting you slept with a 17-year-old when you're what, like 25 or something is insane, man. Insane. Holy fuck, bro.
But regardless, I was sick to my stomach. It was just extremely uncomfortable knowing that and thinking about the situation.
It made you bust more, innit? It made you bust more.
And that was it. And shortly after that, or however long after that, Emma and I got back together, and you know, I was fully working on myself and becoming a better man and doing what I have to do to heal myself and heal like all the trauma that I had, and just work on myself on being a better man. And you know, not too long after that, I proposed. And a few months later, we found out she's pregnant, and now I realize I have a child on the way, so I have to put my self-growth in overdrive because my child does not deserve.
He has to get over being a PDF quickly before his child was born. Huh? Okay.
To live a life where he picks up the bad habits that I had growing up. And so the last few years of my life have been on super fixated on just becoming a better man, husband, and father. That's been my number one focus, and it's something that I needed for myself.
But you're still a PDF though, isn't it? Right? Like, god damn it, guy. She was 17, not 16. It's like, ugh, I don't know if that's something you want to admit.
You know, I wish that I started earlier. I wish that I didn't put the love of my life through all the things that I put her through, and you know, and that was it. And so this allegation of me being called a pedophile is fucking insane. Anybody that knows me knows I am not a pedophile or even anything close to that, including Norden himself. So I just, this is something that is going to follow me around forever, and it's just sick.
It's good.
Because people on the internet will take things. And
you shouldn't fuck 17-year-olds, mate. You got away with it, but it should follow you around forever. Next time, don't fuck 17-year-olds. It's not that hard, is it? Really?
Twist it into something that it isn't, and just keep running with it. And now I just have to deal with the repercussions, you know. And so
repercussions.
That's the unfortunate part about this reality.
It's unfortunate that I've been called out for hooking up with a child.
It gets switched a little bit because originally it was two 16-year-olds and it was a 17-year-old and one was watching, and now a 17-year-old and you didn't know her age. If you didn't know her age and you said that to us at least once, we wouldn't be here, bro. I would not have treated it the same way if you said you didn't know, because that changes everything. But you never said that, not once. Literally not fucking once. This is news to me that you didn't know, okay? And I'm not trying to make it about myself in any way, shape, or form. By the fucking way. I don't want anything out of this. I fucking love my life. It has bothered me for so long because that shit fucked me up. I left the team over because I said I'm not going to be on the same team with someone who did shit like that. Because I have 3 rules. If I'm your friend, bro, I got your back no matter fucking what, bro. Except if you do 3 things. And it's very simple. No grape. No pedo shit. No animal abuse. And I got your back for fucking life, bro.
Jesus Christ. What a criteria, innit? What a criteria. What a fucking checklist. Things to avoid if you want to be my friend. No bestiality. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
I got your fucking back for life. Just don't do none of that weird shit. And I got you, bro. I'll always be there for you no matter what. Thick and thin, bro. But he didn't. And as soon as I tell him that, he proceeds to tell me one of the forbidden rules that he broke. The fuck? Why would you even tell me that? So again, it fucked me up for a while. So I tried to get him to step down. I said I would not be on the same team as somebody who does shit like that. And then shit did not sit right with me. So then a little bit less than a year later, I brought it up again. And then I get put in an ultimatum that he's going to off himself if I say anything. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then another year goes by, and I'm still feeling like shit every single day about it. So I'm like, bro, I can't fucking take this shit no more. It's not fair to me. It's not fair for me to feel this way. It's definitely not fucking fair to the victims. So again, I'm not trying to make it about me, even though I know me saying it's not fair to me makes it sound like it's about me. But I don't mean it like that. I just mean like I don't like living with that information. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you want to be malicious about it, you want to assume I have bad intent, ill intent, go fucking ahead. I could give a fuck less. This is the internet. Half of you guys fucking have 15 IQ. I could give a fuck less. Like, people still run on that fucking drugs, when I was a fucking pussy trying to kill myself, acting like I enjoy recreational drug use. You're an idiot. I don't even fucking like weed. I just like caffeine and nicotine. I don't like any.
I don't know, man. The lady doth protest too much. The lady doth protest too much. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You can enjoy other stuff, which is no judgment. Everyone enjoys what they want to enjoy, but I don't know, bro.
Anything else, bro. Everything else is too fucking much for me. I don't even fucking drink alcohol. You guys are all always going for that shit because you have nothing on me, bro. In the last, I've missed one day in the last like 800 days at the gym. I work out every single day. I take care of my dogs every single day. I fucking stream every single day. I work on shit every single day. Trust me, bro. I love who the fuck I am. I love everything I've overcome. I don't need no damn drugs, bro. So the fact that you guys still kind of try to push that fucking weak ass agenda shows y'all ain't got shit on me, bro. My mom, my stepdad, my sister is more proud of me now than they've ever been in their entire fucking life. And guess what? They still fucking retired, bitch. So get the fucking work, do this.
Okay, man. Okay, I guess. Okay. Okay. Funny. Face Clan full of fucking pedos, it looks like, huh? What's that? Clean her up. Fucking hell, yeah. Big up Face Clan. Big up Blood Clot Face Clan. Big up Blood Clot Face Clan. Cool. Let's finish off this fucking Starvey thing. Where's the Starvey video? Big up FaZe Rain.
And so after the phone call, they both hilariously came to the conclusion that in order to make the fans happy with the show again, that Bert and Tom would probably need to both perish in a thrilling fight to the death.
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you, Bert. Love you, brother.
I owe you 6 episodes or something.
100%.
All right.
Thank you,
right.
bro. Later.
See
Bye.
you, dude.
So if that didn't plummet the ratings, I honestly, if calling Bert, if you're still listening after we just called Bert,
and I believe he called it bad ideas.
Yes,
and
which
it's
is
called bad thoughts.
right? So if you're still listening now, you truly need more mental help than I do. We literally just called Bert, and Bert talked about himself for 10 minutes.
I love the Bert's idea, and I do feel bad because you were holding the phone, so I couldn't really. But his idea was like branding. It's like his idea for a bit is like, what could a comic sell?
Yeah,
that's
like,
better than alcohol.
Yeah,
and it's like, how about we tell a joke?
Yeah,
how about stand-up comedy is what we sell?
The joke. It's like
actually is a great name for.
I mean,
Big
they
Titty.
also are asking us what should Tom and Bert do when they come back. How do they win the audience back and the show?
Exactly.
Right? How will they actually win them back?
I think a fight to the death.
Yes.
And whoever kills the other one keeps the podcast.
Yeah, kind of how, like, I forgot, one of them bought Hitler's teacup. They can pull a Hitler and just do a Steve Braun, like just an assisted suicide. And that's...
Or you know what? A game of Russian roulette.
Nice.
Until one of them dies.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that will satiate the fans' bloodlust.
Yeah.
I think they need to watch one of them and just like... And the thing is, Tom, even though he wants to live... he actually wouldn't be like that shaken, and Bert would be like crying.
And I love that, like, Bert wins, like, and blows his own brains out, and then the team like Benson Spoon would know to edit Bert's brains flying out of his head with his tour dates and every speckle. Like he would just know that that's what I have to do because he's got a big date at Red Rock. So he'd like,
what if Bert shoots part of his brain out and he survives and it just doesn't affect his act?
Exactly. That's a big diss. That's a huge diss. That's a huge diss. That's a huge fucking diss. That's not even a sneak diss. That's him saying flat out that Bert's got a shit act. He's a terrible comedian. What if he shoots out his brain and it doesn't affect his act? It's still the same shit. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. It's still the same thing? That's hilarious.
I just feel like Stavros is a breath of fresh air in this circle of successful podcasting comedians. Because not only is he a pretty funny guy, but he's also so self-aware that when he sees a guy like Bert, who is the most self-unaware and out-of-touch person alive, he's able to immediately pick up on why people dislike him so much. And then he's able to create comedy gold out of that realization. So this whole Two Bears, One Cave takeover made Chris DiStefano and Stavros realize that there's an entire fan base of people out there who will declare you as their king if you call out anything relating to the Rogan sphere, and they pretty much just capitalized on that for that whole 2-month duration, which they make pretty obvious at the very end when they literally say that they're just doing what the fans want, which prompts the surprise guest, Mark Normand, to send a little shot towards the Fighter and the Kids subreddit, which is the subreddit that haunts Brendan Schaub's nightmares every single night.
It drives me nuts! Nuts!
Let's take 5 more minutes.
Look at I just forgot about the anger on his face. Look at the anger. Look at the anger, bro. I forgot the rage. Look at the rage and the anger on his face. I'm not an angry guy. I don't hate anyone. It's like, bro, look at his face. Jesus Christ.
Let's take 5 more minutes. We'll do our contractual hour.
Right.
And then we'll get the fuck out of here. We see how much we give a fuck about this show. We just have a countdown the second.
Yeah.
And the second it hits 1 hour, we're like, all right.
Yeah.
Cut the checks, Bert and Tom.
But this is what their fans want.
Yeah.
They just want to listen to an hour of just us shitting on them and shitting on the show.
It is weird.
This is what podcasting's become.
This is like Brendan Schaub's Reddit.
Yeah.
Just shit on him, you know?
But now that I think of it, I don't want this video to give the impression that Stavros just talks shit behind other comics' backs, which you might be thinking now, since in these clips, he never really confronts anyone in the Rogan sphere directly to their face. So to wrap this compilation up, I wanted to remind you guys of the time where Mr. Halkias gave a huge dose of reality to Bert Kreischer.
Oh, this is really
because
good. This is really good.
Absolutely ruthless.
This is really
and even
good.
though they're comedians, everything that Stavros tells
really good.
Bertrude here was undeniably the truth.
This is
like
really
he just
good.
broke it down to him that he's on the verge of dying, and that he's pretty much sacrificed his health
This is really fucking good. Because it went in through one ear out the other, but this is really good.
for his act. And as harsh as that may be, Bert needs to be hearing this from everyone around him, not just the random comedian pal from across the country. That is how much of an emergency his health truly is.
Do you ever think that you might have been capable of something so much better than what you're doing? And you're using your body to just not die from alcoholism? Do you think like
every day, I think I have superior genetics.
You know, it's crazy. He's actually way fatter now, isn't it? He's actually way fatter now, you know? Crazy how fat he is now compared to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't phrase it that way.
I think I've watered them down my whole life.
Yes.
And I've put myself at 50% and achieved 100%.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
What
Or
I
maybe
would have
not.
looked like had I been the guy at 25 that said, "Fuck stops here. I'm going to start eating clean."
Let me ask you this though, Bert. You know how? Let's say take an egg, right?
Yeah.
You crack an egg, and you put it on the fucking sidewalk, or you keep an egg in a fridge. Let's say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect conditions. Eventually, it'll go bad. You pickle that egg with booze, and that egg can last forever. You might have preserved yourself in booze somehow.
Dude, you're
like the beef jerky of guys.
I'm going to tell you an example. I have a friend who's aggressively
I think that's a diss, you know? You're the beef jerky of guys is crazy.
fat his entire life.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Yeah. And when he started trying to get healthy, he just started looking old. He's maybe how much younger is Tommy than me? Tom looks like a 70-year-old man. He looks like a 70-year-old man.
That's more salt and pepper, though.
No, but it's like aging. Like if you put me and Tom together, you think we're the same age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a generation older than him.
Interesting.
But I look so much better. It's wild.
I think this is also.
I don't think you look better than him. I don't think you look. Tom might look old, but I don't think you look better than him. Let's not go that far.
Another one of your great skills: completely overrating yourself. I don't know that you look that much better, Bert. You're jacked. I'll give you that. You're stronger.
Unfortunately, Stavros isn't around Bert enough to know that unless he can hear the sound of his own voice, Bert just doesn't listen to anything anyone's saying at all moments of the day. So the cold truth that Stavros said here didn't even register for the shirtless hackman. I mean, he literally took everything that Halkias was saying and somehow spun it into why he thinks he's better looking than Tom, which is also just him justifying his repulsive drinking and eating habits. And also, just remember that this was almost a year ago. And honestly, Bert looks pretty good here. Fast forward to now though, and oh boy.
Yeah, he looks horrendous. How's he look now, actually? Let's see how he looks actually right now. What does he look like right now? I'm curious to see. What does he look like right now in this very moment? Let's go into Instagram. I'm curious to see what he looks like right now. What does he look like? 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 Do we get anything?
No, you don't. Are you shitting me? Oh, look at that. Fucking love Red Rocks. Look at this. Here, let's see if we can get you all the way up before the video runs out.
He's literally the only person in that section with his phone out, you know, filming himself selfie. Just enjoy the show, brother. He's literally the only person in that entire section filming himself. The center of attention once again. You gotta love Bert.
Oh shit. By the way, if you get a chance to see them on the road, go see Reckless Rays. Look at this.
You can call what we got last night's sleep. Oh, we got a few hours. Blurred lines.
This trail does not look. What? I don't know. I think. See how high I can go up. Kyle, there's no part of me that wants to spend. All right, what I'm doing right now is I'm putting it to a poll.
Yeah, he looks fucking awful. He looks awful, innit? Jesus Christ, look at that.
If I was to...
It's curious how somebody that looks like this likes to be on the camera all the time, innit? Selfie camera. Why he's so close up to the... I wonder what he sees when he looks at the camera. Because we see this, right? But he loves filming videos of himself, like straight up. Like, what is that like is that like some sort of like embarrassment fetish or something? Why is the camera so close to your face? Like, back it up slightly, bro. Like, god damn.
To keep one of my entities, Birdcast or Something's Burning. Which would you pick for me to keep? Birdcast or Something's Burning?
Oh, he's earning one. Okay, so he's gonna end one of his shows. Interesting. Something's gonna end.
I'm not saying I'm gonna stick by it, but I got a business.
So why are you asking then?
This partner right here that's telling me I'm burning myself at both ends for 2 years. Birdcast or Something's Burning? Oh shit! Sturgill Simpson just started in the rain, in the lightning at Red Rocks. Woo! Yeah. Last night was great. It's gonna be hard to top, but I'll tell you.
Bert's gonna definitely take a picture of everything he does, isn't it? Jesus Christus. What's this one?
Shut up, don't talk.
Does that help?
Not a bad way to wake up.
Okay, cool. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Big up Bert, I guess, isn't it? Big up fucking Bert. Big up fucking Bert.
I mean, the state of him is honestly concerning and insulting at the same time. So to finish off the podcast, Stavros politely tells Bert to stop posting pictures of himself crying online. Because if you guys remember, this was around the time when Bert posted that grotesque Instagram photo of him bawling his eyes out, which should have honestly had a not safe for work warning on top of it. And of course, when Stavros brings this up, the only thought that forms in Bert's damaged brain is the concern that Stavros will unfollow him on Instagram for it.
I was dropping George off to college. I almost want to read the fucking text.
Yeah.
I'm dropping George off to college. I posted a picture of me crying. Or dropping Isla.
Yeah, that's tough. You got to stop doing that, man.
No.
You got to stop posting pictures of you crying. You could just save that for the family scrapbook.
Nope. It's what I do. It's me. It's me. It's 100% me. It does. It does. It 100% does.
Today could be the first day of the rest of your life, Bert. You could be the guy who keeps that to himself.
Did you unfollow me?
No.
Okay, then that's all I care about.
I wouldn't unfollow you.
Exactly.
You're my friend. But
I go unfollow me because I don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't unfollow my friend if he relapsed on heroin, but I'd be like, buddy, this is bad for you.
So yeah.
You can't even process how bad that... I don't know. That picture was awful. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus fucking Christ. It's bad enough when people film themselves crying. Imagine that picture on your grid. You know, fair enough you're posting a picture on your stories or something. I don't see it, but on your grid. On your fucking grid. What do you want me to do? Like the picture. Comment underneath it. Hope you're good. Ugh. As a man. Yuck. Anyway. Big up American Redact. Brilliant video there. Brilliant video there. Stavros VC, unfunny comedians, check him out. Mike Redux is fucking brilliant, does great work. He does great work. Let's like that. Let's like that shit. Okay, people, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'm gonna love you and leave you and leave it there. I'll be back again in the morning. I'll be back again in the morning. I'll be back again in the morning. You'll get a Taz and you'll get a random show from me tomorrow morning. After I come back from the gym, there'll be a two-pronged attack. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be back again in the morning. Big up everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you. That is day number 18 in the books, 19 in the books, 20 coming up, day 20 coming up, day 20 coming up. We're smashing records. We're fucking gaining new ground. And we're slowly but surely going to hit our target of 31 days continuous streaming on Random Show channel. So if you want to become a member and help the channel along, make sure you hit the link in the description. That'd be greatly appreciated. But if not, just like the stream before you leave, like the stream before you leave, like the stream before you leave, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Okay? Cool. Peace.